Step into the game. We the Curry brothers, night and day network. We bring awareness to the community, spreading consciousness. With the truth we chase greatness. In the darkness we shine like the brightest stars, using our platform to break mental prisons. You know who we are. From the streets to the stage, we never back down. Constantly evolving, we wear the crown. Mindful warriors, we're changing the game. Never staying the same. Night and day network, we're here to stay. Bring awareness and consciousness every single step into the game. We the Curry brothers, night and day network. We bring awareness.
Don't be fooled by the internet.
Community,
Cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer, don't let the computer use you. You all saw the Matrix. There's a war going on, the battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? We having a lot of freaking technical difficulties over here, man.
What in the hell going on out here?
What's going on, y'all?
Man,
y'all, we gotta get into this. Let me know if we good, y'all. Let me know if y'all
can hear us.
This joint is like crazy, man. StreamYard acting up.
Did y'all hear us?
Like, this is crazy, y'all. I don't even know if we good or not. We good?
We good? Could y'all hear us? Are we clear? All right. Niggas is saying loud and niggas saying loud and clear.
This shit crazy, man.
All right, man. Bear with us now. You know,
we
y'all know what we be bringing. The energy be too strong. It be causing technical difficulties and shit. Shit breaking all around the house.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Shit laggy as hell. What's up, Jelly? What's up,
difficulties, all types of shit happening.
Bridget, Sabrina, what's going on with y'all, man? Shout out to y'all tuning in. We started a little late because we having, some difficulties over here.
It's the energy, y'all. The energy strong. Could y'all feel it? It's a lot going on out here.
All right, so we gotta get into Wendy Williams, man. Today she did an interview with 2 interviews. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with Wendy, man. I know exactly what they doing with Wendy.
You know what's wrong with Wendy.
They got Wendy in captivity. So she did
Wendy know too much. That's why.
Yeah, she did an interview with John Lemon.
She know too
much. And a Breakfast Club interview. She did 2 back-to-back interviews. So lucky that she got her niece, to facilitate for her, you know what I'm saying, and and help her maneuver through, through these interviews. Because Wendy ain't probably too tech savvy. She from the old school with it. But yeah, she did interviews today, which we're gonna commentate over some of this stuff that she been saying. But pretty much the lawyer spoke out. The lawyer actually did a repost and said, look, matter of fact, let me pull that up too before we even get into the matter of fact, we get into that after we get into the interview. So let's go ahead and get into this Don Lemon. We're gonna get into the the other topics as well. 97 million Americans drinking water that's chemical based. They coming out with all types of reports now. Like we ain't been know that. Like that's been going on. Y'all just coming out with all these different reports. And now we got the FDA talking about they want to ban they banning red dye, that's food coloring that's used to make all these products. Y'all should have been did that. Why is this the last country y'all to do something?
They got 9,099 more chemicals to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they need to be banning.
And they talking about 20.
Not just the FDA, but the EPA also.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it, y'all. Right. Let's go ahead and get into Wendy Williams on an interview with Don Lemon. You know what I'm saying? She did an interview with Don Lemon today. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We appreciate it. Share this live stream if you can. Let people know we live. All right.
Don, look, my phone is with the Guardian person. You know what I'm saying? This phone that I'm talking on is a phone where I can call you.
Hold on. She said the Guardian has her cell phone. So she using a basically like a dummy phone to do these interviews because the conservative Guardian got her phone. Like,
Well,
damn,
she's in the
that's
prison.
bad. Yeah, she's in the prison. But we're gonna get
Yeah.
into that as she speak. We're gonna get into it.
All right.
But you can't call me. I've never heard of a phone like this in my life. Anyway, it's good to talk to you.
It's good to talk to you. They didn't take your phone after this interview you did with Charlemagne, did they?
Listen. Look, my life is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I've been with this Guardian person for 3 years. For 3 years of my life, look, I'm isolated. I feel like I'm in prison. You understand? I can't go out. All I can do is look at the window, and anytime I go out, it's because I'm going out with the person that the Guardian has assigned to me. So if I want to go out, for lunch, you know what I'm saying, then I have got to go with this woman. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go out, like my dad turned 94,
and you can't go. Wendy, let me ask you this. I heard the interview, and I want to cover some things that didn't happen in the interview. Now, do you remember the last time that you were at the house, and I'm just going to be honest, you took your wig off, and we had a real heart-to-heart, and I was like, here's the real Wendy. And I said, Wendy, would you ever go on without your wig and do a thing with me? You said, no, because this is how people know me. So, Wendy, I want to know what is going on with you. Why do you feel, do you feel desperate now that you're in a desperate situation? What's up?
Well, first of all, about my actual hair is longer, but it's thin, and that's why I wear wigs, people.
It looks fine. Wendy, I said to you that you were beautiful, and I was like, this is the Wendy that people need to know with your hair down. So talk to me. What's up?
Okay. Well, what's going on is I've been in this system, like I said, for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm presently right now, I'm in New York at this place, and it's not to say horrible things about older people. It's just that the people that live here are in their 90s and their 80s and their 70s. And I don't know, maybe they're 60 like me. I can't tell. People are in wheelchairs. Some people aren't in wheelchairs, but they walk very. Listen, clearly they are not of my sound mind and body. You understand what I'm saying?
Wendy, are you incapacitated?
Hell fucking no. Look, Alex, please address what has been going on with me. Alex, by the way, has actually been right here. She flew from Miami to New York, and she's been right here, and she sees the people. She sees look.
Okay, Wendy, I'm going to ask you. Slow down. Okay, slow down. You don't believe you're incapacitated. The Guardian has said you're incapacitated permanently and that you have dementia.
Yes, and
frontal aphasia.
You want to know what? Listen, and I don't know how much I can talk without being punished. You know what I'm saying? And
so basically, they said she got dementia and all that because they don't want her to talk. When she does talk, it's like, all right, they try to make her out to be crazy because she's going to start talking. Like, I mean, I don't really think I ever heard Wendy Williams shut up about anything. So she's going to talk, but they trying to make it look like she crazy. She got dementia. She incapacitated. She can't speak for herself. She can't eat for herself. She can't do nothing for herself. That's basically what they saying she can't do. And meanwhile, she got hundreds of millions of dollars in captivity, and they chipping away at her bread. You know what I mean?
Nah, we know what it is. She
I
said
won't
she's
be able
assigned
to
to
see my
Guardian.
dad.
Yeah.
And I won't be able to.
She said she's
assigned to
assigned. So
Guardian.
you already know that's the feds. That she know
Yeah.
too much information.
Well, I'm gonna get into. Yeah, I'm gonna get into what the lawyer posted. That's what I'm gonna get into what the lawyer posted next after we get through this.
Yeah,
The
she knows
lawyer
too much
basically broke it
sensitive
down.
information.
Yeah, right.
She like they looking at her like a threat to national security.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Do anything, and I'll be stuck in this prison I'm in for the rest of my life. You understand what I'm saying?
You feel like you're in a prison in an apartment in New York City.
This is not an apartment. I don't even know what you call this place. Like, I don't even know what you call this place. This is an old age home in New York. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Where
people, she said she's not in a she's in a facility where they keep elderly people at, bro. She's probably like one of them buildings where, you know what I mean, where all elderly people live. You know what I'm saying? She's not in a high rise, you know, comfortable suite apartment. You know what I mean? One of them expensive apartments in New York that's like $1.5 million. She's not in one of those type of apartments. She's in a damn living quarters where elderly people live at. That's where they keeping her at. And meanwhile, she got $100 and something million tied up. Come on now.
Nah, they took it.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
They just tied up. You mean they just took it?
Yeah.
People, you know, bring you your pills, where people, the door is always, just knock on the door. I tell them, don't just come in here. You understand what I'm saying? And all I have are the things that I have from storage, you know, while my apartment has been sold, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So all my clothing, you know, I have a little bit of clothing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a drawer, there's a small closet, there's a big TV that through my money, the Guardian person got me the TV that I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Wendy, let me ask.
She ain't got no money. They took the bread. They took her money, man. They took her bread. They took all that money she had when they canceled her show and canceled her. They took everything from her. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got nothing.
Let me ask you. People want to.
She said she got an Hermes bag with $15 in it. So she got an expensive ass pocketbook with $15 in there. That's it. She got a Birkin bag with $15, bro.
You know, how did you end up in this situation? How did the Sabrina Morrissey gain control of you, and how did she become your guardian?
Well, first of all, she's making money from me, you know what I'm saying? And she's supposed to be here to protect me. And you know, and this has been going on now for 3 years of my life. Alex, are you listening?
I'm here.
Okay, Alex, please talk, because Don Lemon doesn't understand what I've been going through for the last 3 years of my life. Alex, this is my please talk.
I know, okay, Alex.
Here's the thing. Yeah, and here's the thing, Don. And I know the question that you asked, and I know that the reason, you know what, Wendy, one reason she can't really go in and answer fully is because everything is still so tied up in legal.
Okay.
You know, and so she has to be really careful about what she says. And I get that. We talked about that. She knows that. So there are just certain details because of the legalities of it that she just can't get into. But, you know, Wendy, what's going on with you? We've been talking about this as a family. We've been sitting in this for a while. And, you know, I was worried even coming into this interview. I was just on the phone with you, Don, before, because I didn't hear from you at the minute, the time that, you know, we said exactly. And it's like that feeling of, was her phone taken away? Where is she? What's going on?
Yeah.
And if we feel that fear for her as family, you know, I can only imagine what she's going through as she sits in this room day in, day out. She doesn't go out unless it's for an assigned appointment. You know, doesn't get the proper sunlight, doesn't socialize with friends. She doesn't have the communications that make sense to live in a world that we're in terms of 2025. A landline phone that can only call out, no one can call her, and a TV. I mean, that has been my aunt's life for the last year and a half.
And by the way, Don, I order a breakfast or a lunch or a dinner, and I always eat right here in the bed watching TV. I don't eat with these people on this floor. They are elderly people. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, the people who live here, they're nice people. You know, we always say hi to each other as I order lunch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then I always have it brought back to me, and I eat right here in the bed. You understand what I'm saying?
I do, Wendy. You feel like you feel trapped, and you said you feel like you're being imprisoned in this facility. I understand that, Wendy. People are concerned about you. They're worried. They haven't seen you, and the times that they do see you publicly, they worry that, you know, you're not the same as you were. This is not the Wendy that we're used to seeing.
listen. And not only that, I only have like $15. You know, this guardian person is keeping my money trapped, so to speak. She has all of my money. You understand what I'm saying? You know, all of the freedom that I want. You know what I'm saying? And through my money, for instance, I would like to go to Sephora. You know what I'm saying? So what the guardian person does is she will call up Sephora, because that's where I want to go. And then, you know, I'll be able to buy stuff, you know, through my money that this girl, it's a woman, this guardian person. You understand what I'm saying? Do you know my guardian?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Wendy, so where your money is being held, do you still have money in an account somewhere?
Excuse me. No. Look, my money is, I have good money. You know, I worked all of my goddamn life. You know, my thing about being in New York is I want to work in New York until I have enough money and enough of what I've done in New York that is now time to fly and live in Miami for the rest of my life. And that's always what I wanted to do, right, Alex? And it worked out perfectly, you know. I stopped doing my show on TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, it's now time to stop because my money is great money, you know what I mean?
I understand that. People are going to say, well, why does this woman want to, you know, have Wendy in a guardianship, and is she protecting you in some way? Do you believe?
First of all, she's making money off me.
How so?
Alex, can you please talk?
Wendy, how is she making money off of you?
Well, you know, you're my guardian, and so you're off of me. You know, like for instance, when I was in Miami there's some legality things that I am not confident to talk so much about. But Alex,
I understand. I've spoken to Alex about this. I want to know, Wendy, you went to Lil Kevin's graduation, right?
Yes, and I got yes, and we had a great time. Although the guardian person, you know what I'm saying? Look, I want to see my dad, you know, for his birthday. Mm-hmm. And we had a great 9 days in Miami. You know, the family is just, oh my God, we had such a good time. I mean, you know, we went to this party place where the entire family was there, including my dad, you know what I'm saying, where the music was great, you know what I'm saying, where the food was excellent.
How did that come about, Wendy? How did they let you go to see Lil Kevin and your family?
Why? Because I'm the mother. You know, and I gave him a car for graduation. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him, you know, walk across the stage, and I stood up and cheered. What are you talking about?
No, but I mean, how would they let you out if you're on a guardianship and you said that you feel like you're in prison?
You know what? Because I don't even know what the goddamn guardianship is in terms of stuff like that crap. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in this system for 3 years of my fucking life. 3 years of my life. You realize that at any given moment, I guess they will steal my TV. You know what I'm saying? So I can't watch TV. You know what I'm saying? And watch TMZ and see what's going on, and watch you, Don Lemon, while you talk to Rosanna Scotto. You know what I'm saying? My friend Rosanna Scotto, who also named in storage, not in storage, but with the guardian person. You understand what I'm saying? Alex.
Listen, Wendy, Alex, I understand. Alex and I have spoken, and I just want to make sure that I get this. Go ahead.
No, listen. But I want to speak to my niece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the three of us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, this is my life, Don. This is my life.
Alex has your back. I mean, Alex is 100%, and we have spoken about how to get help and get people to understand what is going on with you. And that, correct, you want to be with your family. You feel that that's the best place for you to be in Florida, right?
Excuse me, when you want to be, all right, I'm not going to even ask. Yes, please. Yeah. Like I said, I worked in New York all of my life. From the time I was 26, I was 26, and I started WBLS New York, right? I was doing WBLS like a beast. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you know, TV came along. I was like, oh, TV, all right. Well, radio is my God. You know what I'm saying? I love radio, but TV made more money for me, so I stayed on TV.
Do you want to go back to work, Wendy?
So she basically, they got her in an old folks living apartment, John, where she can't even go out, do none of that. She ain't got no access to no bread. You know what I mean? None of that. Like the guardianship they got her in is a prison ship. There ain't no damn guardianship. That's a damn prison. Like how you worked all this time, you know what I mean? And you know her money's, the money she got in that bank, it's in the millions. Come on now. Double digit millions, possibly triple. You know what I'm saying? And she got $15 to her name. She basically eating off a damn a menu and shit. You know what I mean? Like she ain't basically they got her tied up. She basically in a prison. You know what I'm saying? Um Man, I mean, she got a whole son that's 20 something years old. Why, you know what I mean? Like, why she can't be with her son and shit? Like, I don't know, bro. Like you said, they might got her in ways where she might know too much or something.
That guardian sound like some type of
Yeah,
CIA,
because
some type of
Wendy,
Fed, some type of
right?
military intelligence agency got her. Cause you
I
gotta
mean,
think about it. Whether she knows it or not, she probably got some information that she probably threatened to tell, and this is the result.
yeah,
Because they used to put people like her in a crazy house and give them a lobotomy.
yeah, pretty much.
That's what
That's
they used
old
to
school.
do back in the
Yeah,
day.
old school, right? But
Yeah, the
I
old
feel
school
like
way.
I mean, being as though that she was a talk show host, not just that, but she does have a lot of intel, being who she is. You know what I mean? She wasn't lying about saying she got intel on Diddy and all that shit. She a lot of people told her things that she didn't say everything that because even the interview she did on the Breakfast Club today, she was like, yeah, basically Puff gonna go away for life. She said, I know things on him from back in the day. So that means she's still retaining shit from back then she ain't even talk about. And the thing about it is, she was going to do a pod. See, what's crazy is they stopped her from doing that podcast because she had that Wendy Williams show podcast coming right after they kicked her off the networks and the shows. Bro, if she would have did that podcast, bro, she would have spilled every fucking thing she know. And they stopped that shit from happening. They said, nope, what's podcast? No. And they locked their ass up in this conservative shit and or whatever, took the bread away. Because, yeah, with her access to money, she'd be able to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it looks like to me. They want Wendy Williams to shut the hell up. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, even in the
Why not?
intelligence agencies, they be when people ready to retire, sometimes they get rid of them because they just don't want people to know too much. And Wendy, she knows a lot. She knows you
I
gotta think
mean,
about all the
I,
powerful people
yeah,
that
I
she
mean,
actually exposed over the years.
yeah.
Um, she knows too much, so now they messing with her. It's same thing with Diddy and Jay.
And Jay,
Diddy
yeah, they
knows too
come, yo,
much, and
for the
Jay knows
simple
too much.
for the simple fact you got Diddy sitting in prison, you got
Yeah,
these allegations against Jay-Z, where
yeah,
Jay-Z can't even face his accuser. They told that woman that she allowed to keep her identity concealed while she's going after Jay-Z. Like where we
yeah,
come at in this country where we came this far where we ain't able to face our accusers now. That's
yeah.
the
That's
type of
wild.
law system we got now where we ain't allowed to. Every person has the right to face the accuser.
That's wild.
Where we do that at? You know what I'm saying? Where we do that at? Like this country is supposed to be built on that type of justice that where we allowed to face our accusers, whether you know what I mean? You for the simple fact that she allowed to accuse him of all this stuff, and he's a public figure, she allowed to accuse him of all this stuff, but then she ain't allowed to show her identity. So how you get to hide and accuse somebody of all this stuff? I and then the judge backed it. The judge said the woman allowed to keep her identity concealed. Now they gonna be saying it because of threats or scaring her and threats and all that, but that's
Mind
not
you,
the case.
something that she claimed happened almost 2 decades
20
ago.
years ago, right?
2 decades ago. So I mean, you got to take that into consideration too, which is wild. So not only you ain't got to expose your identity, you coming after somebody 2 decades later because it's
All right.
trendy.
Yeah.
Because it's now y'all need to listen to me now. It's because it's trendy. Now all these people springing up from the past because it's the trendy thing to do on social media in this type of age that we living in. It's trendy.
Right.
Let's
Because
just keep it real.
and the side note, I seen something today. I told you what it was before we even came on the live stream, and I seen that. And I'm like, yo, you mean to tell me you sat all these years and you said this, and now you in a documentary saying this man sexually assaulted you? I'm like, huh? Like, what the hell? Where they do that at? Like, you mean to tell me all that shit that nigga done, and now you come out you know what I mean, how many years later in a documentary and say the nigga sexually assaulted you? And y'all was with the nigga many times after that. So let me get this straight. Sarah from the band. This is Sarah from the band now. Sarah Rivers from the band did the documentary on Peacock saying Diddy sexually assaulted her. But you was with that nigga after that, a lot of times after that.
Yep.
Y'all, that shit be crazy to me, bro. That's what I know this shit be psyopi. Because you was with the nigga after that shit. So you mean to tell me the nigga sexually assaulted you and you hung out with the nigga many times after that, but now when it's a documentary coming out about the nigga, you hop on there and say the nigga did all this and did that? That shit corny to me, bro. That ain't it. And I don't give a fuck about Diddy. This ain't me backing that nigga, none of that, but it's the simple fact that you sat with the nigga after that shit, though. You saying that happened, but then y'all was with the nigga after that.
Same thing with Sean.
Same thing with Sean.
Yep. Sean was all buddy with that nigga, doing shows with him, getting money, having dinner, toasting. You know what I'm saying? Popping champagne.
Hey, we just gotta keep it a
All
buck. You know what I mean?
smiles,
You know
all
what I mean? We
smiles.
just
Unless he was
right.
wearing a wire the whole time. I mean, Sean could have been wearing a wire the whole time.
Yeah, right. That's facts though.
I ain't trying to
Right.
put that on him though, but hey, maybe he was
I ain't
all
gonna put
buddy
that shit on
and
that
all that because
bump.
he was
Then you
because
got
you remember he was Diddy was
right.
tapping Justin Bieber up to make sure he
Then I'm
wasn't
seeing
wired.
right, and I'm seeing Bieber unfollowing all them niggas.
Yeah,
Bieber done
right,
unfollowed Diddy, Usher. He
right.
didn't unfollow that whole damn squad that he
You
was
know
hanging out
why?
with. That nigga
Stuff
about
about to
to
start
start
coming
telling.
out. He about to
That nigga
start
about to
telling,
start
bro.
telling. That nigga about to
He
start
was
telling.
wearing a wire, huh?
Bieber about to start telling, my nigga.
Bieber was wearing a wire the whole time. And Sean. They all the niggas was wearing wires. That's why they was chilling around Diddy. Maybe even Sarah had a
Right,
wire on
yeah,
her. Who
yeah.
knows?
And Seneca, right. Her husband was always around. So when this nigga found time to so you mean to tell me your so you ain't tell your band members and none of that shit. I mean Ness, Fred, goddamn Chopper, uh Dyline. You mean to tell me none of these niggas knew about that? Or they did and they just kept it quiet. You mean to tell so now you that's putting other niggas in the line of fire now. Her doing that shit is putting them niggas in the line of fire like, all right, well, did y'all know about this
It's
shit?
it's
Now
very
she did,
it's very crazy
bro.
out
She
here,
did,
man.
bro. We might have to just spin a block and do a live stream
Niggas
just
don't even
on
understand when
that
we
shit.
say that it's trendy. It's trendy because people know you can get money and clout and attention off of saying
Off
this
of
stuff,
yeah,
even if it
facts.
ain't true.
That's why you got all these lying motherfuckers. This
Niggas is not
Jaguar right,
understanding like this
this,
is some
this,
dangerous.
this Jaguar right shit, this Ali Carter shit, and all
Yeah, we
these
stepping into some dangerous waters in this
Lamishas
world.
and all these people that be on that TikTok shit,
This
man,
shit is over, y'all.
be lying because now it's trending to lie and with all this weird shit. It's trendy to do it now because everybody wants attention. Everybody's in a Hunger Game for attention. You know what I'm saying? You got Jaguar linking up with the goddamn Paper Planes hit chick from Rock Nate, chick that was with Rock Nate. It's like everybody stepping into this arena to run for clout and shit. And now everybody want to speak up now because it's trendy to do it. But y'all niggas should have been did all that.
Yeah, because niggas are going there and brag about how they go viral all the time, but then say stuff like, "Oh, this person touched me. Oh, I did. You know what I mean? This person gave me head. They made me give them head and stuff like." You would do all that stuff, but then go on another show and brag about how you go viral all the time.
Facts.
That's
That Orlando
exposing
Brown,
niggas right there.
yeah,
That
Orlando
mindset
Brown
right there
shit.
is exposing niggas right there. Ray J and Orlando Brown.
Ray J and Orlando Brown. Right.
Jag.
Right. This should be weird to me,
Niggas
bro.
will brag about going viral over some stuff that people are supposed to be victims behind.
That,
But
and that's the
you're
thing.
sitting there bragging
right.
about how many numbers you getting, but we're talking about real victims. That's why I said I hate social media.
Agent
Social
type
media
of shit.
fake as fuck, bro.
Bro, it's agent. That's
I'm
agent
beginning to have a hatred for social media because I see what it's doing to people,
right?
And I see the psyop, and people just falling right into the trap. But then I'm like, if people fall for this delusion, they deserve exactly what they get.
Right? Where's the real victims at? Because all these other people, you got everybody following behind, thinking they telling the truth. These niggas ain't no real truth tellers. That shit ain't real. They ain't no real truth tellers. These are clout chasing motherfuckers. They ain't get no attention when they was no, you know what I mean? People that ain't get no attention back in the day. People that, you know what I mean? You know how them type of people that find a scapegoat online to be somebody because they wasn't shit in real life. That's what we seeing on the internet now, is a bunch of people that wasn't shit in real life wanting to be, you know what I mean, using the internet to try to be somebody.
Even if it's destroying other people.
Right, even if it's destroying other people.
Right. Yeah, I'm beginning to hate. Yeah, I hate social media,
me, bro.
And it just goes to show you how effed up people are in general.
Right. Like, that shit be corny. Like,
it just shows you that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. The ground is gonna open up, bro. It's gonna be a lot more pain and suffering on this planet because people just ain't getting the picture. People are just not understanding where shit is going, and it's like, you know what? Sometimes the Most High gotta hand people over to their delusions.
Right.
People gonna be destroyed for lack of knowledge.
For the lack of knowledge, perish.
Let it happen.
People gonna perish for the lack of knowledge.
Because we don't understand where this is taking us by being like this on social media. Social media is becoming a new government and the new justice system. Right. Now, do you really want social media to be your justice system? Think about that. Do y'all really want social media to be our new justice system?
Well, what the
courts.
The comment section is the goddamn
facts. And that's exactly where it's headed.
Jury. The damn comment section is the jury now and shit.
That's exactly where it's headed. Yeah, we in some dangerous waters. But hey, if the shit happens, that the people bring it on themselves.
Yeah, if it happens, then that means it was meant to happen. Right. Everything's for a learning lesson anyway. So, I mean, let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? Why not? But I don't want to work I don't want to work like 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick and choose what kind of work I want to do because that's the type of person I am now. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick, and I want to do it. I want to do it in Miami. You know what I'm saying? And I want to pick and choose because that's the type of person I've become, and that's the type of person I've always wanted to be, living in Miami with my family.
What do you want people to know, Wendy, about this? Because I remember I had you on the show, and you started tearing up when I said, "Who is Wendy Williams? Who is Wendy Williams right now?"
Yeah, well, the things that I actually want, I've talked to Alex about. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk to you about that because what we're doing is we're doing something for the world to I'm talking back and forth with you, Don. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Alex, if you can do a little bit more talking, Alex.
Yeah, Alex. Well, hang on 1 second. Let me just ask another thing. Wendy, are you taking medication for anything? Because if you have dementia, as they say, or if you are incapacitated, they would be giving you some type of medication.
And I think, Alex, well, I just want to say, and I think the medication part, that is very sensitive, and so,
right.
We've talked about that in terms of, having conversations about that, but, just here's where we're at. My aunt clearly wants to talk
She wants to get her messaging out there, but it has become extremely difficult. And she's so careful with what she says because there is this worry, there is this fear that A, she's going to say the wrong thing. B, you know, there might be some sort of retaliation as a result of that. I mean, you know, Don, the tears that I shared with you before this, prior to my aunt calling me, those were real in terms of what happened just by her moving the line slightly. Yeah. And so a lot of, you know, people are hearing in terms of, you know, my aunt talking about her life, talking about what she wants, but kind of doing her best with that delicate dance is literally because there are things that she just can't talk about, / there are things that she's concerned about talking about because she doesn't know
totally understand
where that line is, you know?
I totally understand that. And Wendy, look, as I said, Alex has your back. We were on the phone. She was crying before this because she thought that they had taken your phone and she wasn't going to have a chance, wasn't going to have any way to be able to get in touch with you. And that's how, go on. What do you say to that?
So her niece, so basically her niece had to sneaker this phone. That's that. I mean, that's what it looks like to me, that her niece had to come in, creep and sneaker this phone, just doing an interview. But it's like, all right, well, she's doing these interviews, but so it's all out there though. You know what I mean? So I guess she's saying the wrong thing to get Wendy, you know what I mean, get Wendy up out of here. It's her saying the wrong thing. Cause she probably wasn't even supposed to do these damn interviews, but you know what I mean? Somehow she was able to, you know.
Just like I told you. If this
she
was back in the day, she would be in a crazy house and they would actually give her a lobotomy. Like, and this is what they doing to her now is almost similar.
Right.
Because you don't know what's in those pills that they giving her.
And then it was crazy is that time when she passed out on TV as Lady Liberty and shit.
Right.
And we
almost like she got hit with an energy weapon.
Right. And we already broke down kind of like the symbolism in that of Lady Liberty falling and shit.
Facts.
And look in America, falling like a motherfucker, burning up, earthquakes, all types of shit. This shit.
Yeah.
And it's being done deliberately. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking at this particular time it's supposed to happen. During this particular time,
hit her ass. They hit Wendy ass with an energy weapon and knocked her unconscious.
She passed
on
the hell
television.
out.
They did the same thing to the nigga. What was that? D.L. Hughley when he was out there doing stand up during the pandemic. They said that nigga passed out. They be hitting these niggas with energy weapons. You say something or do something they don't like, especially being a celebrity with a voice, they hit you with an energy weapon so fast you wouldn't even know what the hell hit you. You heard what old head said? They hit Michael Jackson with a laser.
Oh yeah, you talking about what Dick Gregory said?
Yeah, what Dick Gregory said. Yeah. See, they got some of these niggas as targets because they got just too much influence.
They got too much
influence. Wendy knows a lot, y'all.
I mean, look at everybody now.
Wendy knows a lot.
Bro, you got everybody, bro. You got millions of people hashtagging free Wendy Williams. That's influence, my nigga. You think they ain't gonna put a cap on that? She got a lot of influence still. It's people now, it's millions of people talking about this shit, and there's millions of people saying, free Wendy Williams. Like, that's how much influence she got on this culture. You know what I'm saying? So you think her saying the wrong thing, she ain't gonna be able to say shit.
They took her voice and they took her money.
They took her money and she got the microscope on her now. That's why she can't look. Her niece had to slip her a phone just so she could do the interviews, bro. Like, she ain't even supposed to be doing these goddamn interviews according to whatever conservative prison.
Yeah, she might be. She gotta be careful.
Yeah,
don't be surprised if you hear about something happens to Wendy for doing these interviews.
And this ain't no conspiracy theory shit. This woman telling you right here they got her ass in a prison.
Facts.
And her money is gone. She got millions of dollars gone. Hundreds of millions of dollars gone. Money she worked her whole life for, it is gone. So this ain't no conspiracy theory shit neither. For the people that like to say, oh, y'all just conspiracy theory. Nah, we got Wendy Williams saying this shit herself. They got her in the prison.
Nigga, not just Wendy. Look, Ye in Japan.
You got Ye running to Japan.
Nigga, Ye is literally cannot come back to the United States.
Can't come back.
Kanye cannot come back, nor Russell Simmons.
Yeah, Russell definitely ain't coming back. Hell no.
Russell Simmons can't come back to the United States.
You got Diddy in prison. You got Diddy in prison, sitting in prison. A billionaire, a multi-billionaire, sitting his ass in prison right now. And nobody ever thought that nigga would be sitting in there. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, we ain't saying that any of these niggas innocent or guilty. We don't know, but we know they got a target on they. We know they
These
got a
niggas,
target on
they
their
got too
back
much
because
information.
they know too much
They know
during
too
the
much.
time where the system is transitioning.
And see, you got, and the thing about it is, being as though these niggas had so much influence, you got to use the media to break these niggas down.
That's social
Because
media.
now everybody don't like Diddy. Now everybody
Right.
don't like the nigga. Now they actually was able to accomplish to get everybody don't like the nigga now.
Right.
They was able to turn the whole social media on this nigga. You had before you had some people that didn't like him, but then you got some people that was still, you know what I mean, rocking with Diddy, this and that. But now they done turned the whole goddamn internet against this nigga. The whole culture is against this nigga now.
Nigga, the whole world.
Like the
I
nigga
said, you
can't
see
even,
niggas in China.
right, right,
You see niggas in China and Africa doing no Diddy jokes.
right.
You know what I mean? It's over. Like
All
that.
his friends,
They could just
all his
ruin you
friends,
globally.
right? All his friends then turned their back on him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, because they don't want to get
They don't want to
investigated.
get, but they going. But the thing is, it's going to happen regardless.
Yeah, it is gonna happen.
These
That's
niggas
fact.
ain't safe neither. Like these niggas, just because you ain't saying nothing, don't mean you safe. Nigga, you turned the blind eye to all that shit you seen, and you got a lot of dirt on you. Oh, you gonna operate making hundreds of millions of dollars, but they ain't got no dirt on you. They ain't got no dirt on none of these niggas, right? They allowed to operate, make hundreds of millions of dollars a year, but no dirt. Nah, these niggas is
Even if
targets.
they didn't have dirt, they'd make something up.
They make some. These
Cause
niggas
look
is
how they
targets.
were trying to go after Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Like nigga, they was even trying to go after Mr. Beast, bro. They had to try to plant somebody in his company. You know what I mean? Just to try to go after him. Like
And
it's crazy, bro. Like people ain't seeing like this war that's against all of us. Not just those, not
it
like
ain't
I
even about
said,
the
not saying
select,
that
right?
those celebrities are innocent and guilty, but I'm just letting y'all know that these governments and corporations is waging war on all of us. On all of us.
Yeah.
Them and us, both. We don't even realize how psychologically gone we are. We don't even know how much damage been done to our mental and our mentality. Just look around. Look how shit's crumbling because there's a bunch of people programmed by this social media shit and just by media period.
Right.
Not just social media, just media period. And this shit is on a decline. It's going down fast.
And it's supposed to. It's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Do you ever see
this shit is going down fast.
Do you ever see the shit change up like the seasons? I mean, we got 4 seasons. I mean, well, in our region, the shit change up like the season. So, I mean, you're not going to see a freaking flower growing out the ground in the wintertime.
This shit's finished, bro.
So yeah, this shit's supposed to collapse, bro. It's supposed to collapse, and they got people in place to collapse this damn country. Where you know what I mean? To bring it to his knees, and that's what you're seeing now. They thinking all them fires, that shit ain't no that shit ain't no natural disaster. Nigga,
bro, it ain't even just about that. That's a big part of it too, but it's everything. It's the gender wars. Like they got male and female fighting against each other, or who's more superior, or who's equal, who's the prize. All this bullshit that they be out here doing. They got us with that. The financial system, that shit is done. You know what I mean? Our money ain't worth nothing.
And the food they feed.
And the food, all the food is poison. Facts.
Garbage.
Like y'all niggas don't realize we under attack. They got all these agents out here, whether they know it or not. All these agents that be putting these little social media posts out, trying to get male and females to fight against each other.
Yeah, all that philosophy shit.
Yeah, I be seeing that shit. I be like, oh, this is some psyop shit. Some of these niggas are government agents.
Yeah, a lot of that shit.
Some of them niggas be agents. Not all of them, but some of them.
Some of them must be agents.
And then the other people, they just see, oh, you can get numbers by doing that, and they just follow suit.
Copycats.
Yeah, copycats.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Y'all don't even realize the psyop that's being ran on everybody. Like, yo, this shit is gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazier.
So let's hop back into Wendy because we still got some more shit to cover. We got all night. I feel like, look, we got all night. We got all night.
Yeah, they really effing with Wendy. Wendy finished. They finished. They about to finish Wendy.
Yeah, cause she's letting it be known like these
Right,
niggas got me in captivity and they took my money.
right. And her voice.
They
Because
took
she
her
can't even
money.
have a phone.
Yeah,
She had to
she can.
sneak to do this
She had to
interview.
sneak to do the interviews with the phone. That's why she doing them back to back. Like she's hot right from the Breakfast Club straight to Don Lemon. You know what I'm saying? Like on some, I gotta hurry up and get these shits done because they going. You know what I mean?
Before they find out I got a phone.
Yeah, like
Y'all gotta
it's time.
understand
You
the
see,
type
it
of
was timing.
repercussions. Like,
Yeah, it was like
she
time. You
knows
see
too
the
much.
timing with that shit, bro.
She knows too much. They don't like the fact that there's people out there that know as much information as they know at a time like this. You know what I'm saying? Because the people we think that's powerful,
Why?
that's
What?
falling, but it's people more
Yeah,
powerful than
what?
they are that's taking
What?
them down because they like these disposable motherfuckers know too much information.
Bro, they didn't made over 1,800 CEOs resign from their position, my nigga.
Facts.
These niggas they know too damn much. So don't think it's just a black and white thing. Nah, it's
Yeah, ain't no black and white thing.
it's
Nope.
a changing of the guards. It's a changing in time right now. You know what I mean? A lot of people that's been in position for years, they know too damn much and they gotta go.
And plus karma.
And then you got the karma debt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the karma that's because that's the energy that's
karma debt.
shifting right now.
Yeah, the karma debt.
Everything is everybody gotta pay their karmic debts.
Yeah,
Like
right,
the energy is here.
right. The energy is here. Everybody
Yup,
gotta
it's
pay the karma debt.
right here on the set.
There's nobody escaping that shit.
Nobody
Nobody.
escaping it. No celebrity. I don't care how
Not no
wealthy you
human.
are. I don't care
Nobody.
how poor you are.
Nobody escaping karma debt.
Nope.
Nobody.
Because that's what it takes for the energy to shift in the right way.
All right.
See, this is almost like a divine time.
No, everything is divine time.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, but this is a
Particular time now.
pivotal. Yeah, this particular time right now is a pivotal moment.
The portal was opened up. You know what I'm saying? The portal
There it
was
is.
opened up, bro.
That's
That's what happened.
111 people in here, as you just said that.
Dang.
That's literally like a portal just opening.
Portals open up, bro.
And that's exactly what it is, because order for people to make it to where the energy have to go, karmic debt have to be paid so the load can be lightened.
Right.
So a lot of people are going to be taken out of position. So the load can be lightened.
Facts.
Like a lot of people ain't going to make it. And what Wendy said, Wendy said that Diddy's going to be in jail for forever.
For life. Yeah. Yeah.
She's right. Because they not going to let him out. They not going to let him out ever.
Nope.
They's never going to let him out.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Let's continue. Hit that like button. Where we at with them likes at? Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all ain't hit the like button yet. But we gonna continue because we still got a lot of shit to cover.
That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? If they take my phone, yes, I could probably make a call, from somebody. But then, suddenly, like if I call you, Don, then now these people will have a telephone number to call you back, Don. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm not in a good position because this guardian person will make sure that look.
Pete, what she said. She said if she would have made that call with the phones that she had, the phone that the Guardian had, the Guardian would have access to the, to the number to Don Lemon and, you know what I'm saying, and whoever else she called from that, planning on coming online and doing interviews with. Because we don't even know if she could have did more interviews. And then people be editing shit and getting it ready to come out and all that. So she could have hopped on a couple other phone calls with interviews with a couple more other people, or she could have just made phone calls with people behind the scenes. Like I see she be talking to the Jason Lee nigga from Hollywood Unlocked and shit. So she could have been hopping on calls with different people by the Guardian around with the sneak phone. It's like prison, bro. She really in prison, bro. It's like a nigga in prison with the cell phone.
So who do you think these guardians? Who you think? What organizations you think they work for?
I got the lawyer. The lawyer spoke out, did a post, and I'm gonna get to that. But we got to get through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get through this. You know what I mean? Damn. This shit playing?
Hi, Dawn.
Oh, I guess that was the end of it.
Yeah, that was the end, nigga.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get to the lawyer. All right, y'all got to bear with me, man. This shit kind of laggy a little bit, so y'all got to kind of bear with a nigga real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to this shit.
Yeah, this whole situation seems fishy, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
But we gotta expect this.
yeah,
Because, like we said, a lot of people ain't gonna make it to this new system that is moving to. And it's
Yo,
like
this
if
shit,
you was a person that had power that the Most High gave you, you know, all these celebrities that got all this, you know what I mean, the billionaires, all the niggas, the people who was the movers and shakers of these industries, if they wasn't doing the people good, the Most High is going to basically do them the worst.
right? And yo, I seen an interview.
Because they had the most. They should have did better with it.
I seen an interview Tasha K did with Rick Ross' baby mom, Tia Kent. She said that nigga empire coming down next. She said she hate to see that, but she said being as though she just put that out there like that makes me think, all right, well, bitches, they gonna use you to take the nigga down too? Like,
yeah, she sound like she'd be wearing a
you sound
wire.
like, yeah, you sound like you ready to step up and and do the damn thing.
She be hiding the wire in those teeth, those big ass teeth.
Oh, them big ass teeth.
Yeah, you know those teeth can hold some wires. This shit. The big ass teeth she got in her mouth, she got mad wires and tracking devices and all types of new gadgets up in there.
Right. Damn,
that shit's crazy.
All right, hold on, y'all got to bear with us, man. Bear with us, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all ain't hit that like button yet. Appreciate that. Man,
I don't want to be seeing people fall, but you know, if they did what they did, you know what I mean, they abused their power. I don't know why niggas get in position like that and abuse their power.
Right.
I guess it's just something that's really easy to do. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's just something, you know what I mean? I guess you won't know until you have that much power to see how you would deal with it.
Right.
I mean, cause you gotta think about it. Niggas like Diddy, he been in on top for like 30 years.
Right.
And he misused that power for 30 years straight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he did or he didn't. You know what I mean? Because we ain't see nothing go to trial yet. But if you think about it, if he did do all that stuff that they claim he did, that's all that abuse, all that stuff that's 30 years. That's 3 decades of misusing all that power that the Most High gave him. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that nigga, that nigga had the nerve to be walking through Italy and shit. Remember when he covered the whole shit when he went to Italy? And that nigga was walking through the goddamn Dolce and Gabbana fashion show like he was Napoleon Bonaparte and shit with the all red on, with the right hand in the coat. You know what I mean? On some Napoleon Bonaparte shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga really in the position, like they really put this nigga in that position. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was there. He was definitely on this arrogant joint walking through that joint like he was Napoleon Bonaparte. I'm like, damn, nigga.
So just think about it, they ain't really have nothing to get Wendy with that's illegal because Wendy ain't engaged in that type of stuff. So that you see they had to get her another way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see how they play?
And
we play?
Bro, we got 2 niggas in the media right now. Two of the biggest rappers in the media right now for arrested for assault. Method Man and goddamn Busta Rhymes. And that Busta Rhymes shit came in right in after the Method Man shit. Method Man arrested and charged for assault. I know I'm off topic, but I'm just seeing this shit coming across. You know, shit becoming.
Damn, what the Busta do?
Busta turned himself in for allegedly punching somebody in the face too. His assistant. These niggas punching niggas in the face. Yeah. I mean, once in a while, a nigga gotta get punched in the face. I mean, I guess that's just how sometimes a nigga do gotta get punched in the face, depending on how serious it is.
They waiting for these niggas to do something because they ready to get all of them out of the way. Yo, we trying to tell y'all they want to eliminate all these celebrities because they don't need them no
violence. We don't condone violence, but
I'm not talking about just eliminate them like fight. I'm not talking about just killing them all. I'm talking about like financially too. They can just get rid of them in their image.
Yeah.
damage their image. Yeah, they just want to
bro.
get them out of the way, period. Like with Wendy, for instance.
This shit
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Yeah, I don't know, y'all. This shit is looking crazy out here.
That shit
Y'all
crazy,
celebrities
bro.
better be good boys and good girls, cause
Man, they
any
just
little
burnt down
thing
all
they
them,
gonna ship y'all away.
and they just burnt down all their damn houses.
Facts.
They burnt down all their houses. You know what I'm saying? Forcing them to sell that shit. Cause none of them was gonna sell, bro. They wasn't gonna sell. So they got forced out. And that's why I posted what Tina Knowles had said. She said telling people in Altadena don't sell their houses to the developers. Because they forced those people they burnt them people out of their shit, bro. Because them people wasn't going, none of those celebrities and none of those people wasn't gonna sell their property like that. So they forced them niggas out. They just burnt them out. Insurance companies pulled out. They ain't gonna get that insurance bread, none of that shit. Yeah, this is crazy time, bro. So let's get into what the lawyer said. So this is Miami entertainment law. This is an entertainment lawyer that Wendy's deal with from Miami. They posted. I'm gonna play this video because this is when Wendy first came out about Wells Fargo, and that's who behind this shit, bro. It's all the financial institutes. So she said, never forget and why this started. Every action taken against Wendy was against multiple. It was against multiple laws and further regulations. Criminal reports were filed. The judicial complaints submitted. Everything, but when you have a global financial institution covering up uh covering up in its own, especially if it's the victim is the media of the powerhouse, they will stop at nothing. That they take phones, they send threats, um and it being unstoppable machine. Mortgages were paid off, political campaigns financed, and all to keep a lid on this. So the lawyer basically saying that a lot of people's getting paid behind keeping Wendy mouth shut. And she's saying it's the financial institutions that's doing it. So Wendy's actually in captivity, bro. She, like you said, you wasn't far off at all saying that she know too much. Now they're paying these people to keep Wendy under, you know what I mean? That's what the lawyer basically saying. People mortgages got paid, political campaign money went into political campaigns, funding unstoppable machines. You know what I'm saying? She's saying
It
that
sounds like
basically that
military intelligence
cover
operations to
ups.
shut
Yeah, it
Wendy
said
up.
financial institution cover ups, covering this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a lot of those
That's crazy.
military intelligence agencies had to was working with Hollywood in the industry all these years. And a lot of these celebrities ended up knowing too much because they became cool with a lot of these agents. And a lot of these agents were telling them too much. That's how a lot of times these celebrities were putting themselves in position where they was able to take over certain industries and stuff because they was around certain people who knew a lot of information and would tell them information because some of them people were starstruck.
Bro,
Some of the people that's in those intelligence agencies that they put onto these celebrities be starstruck of the celebrities,
the thing,
even though they know it's a
right,
psyop.
right. But the thing about it, these
And
celebrities
they
be
be
having
telling them too much.
intel on each other. They be recording each other
That
phone
too.
calls, and they be, you know what I
That
mean, they be
too.
recording each other phone calls, secretly wearing
That
recorders,
too.
recording each other. So I wouldn't be
There it is.
surprised if all that shit got burnt down because these niggas has got intel on each other and intel on very important people. I wouldn't be surprised if they burnt all that shit down because of that. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's someone powerful enough to control the financial agencies. Who y'all think that is? That sound like government, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sound like to me. That sound like some government involvement. That means they got some. Wendy might even have dirt on some politicians
She got
who
dirt on
probably got
people, bro.
freaky at
Bro,
a Diddy party.
bro,
Some politicians who got freaky
yeah,
at a
she
Diddy
got
party.
dirt.
She probably know about it, and that's why
She,
they on her.
nah, Wendy got intel on very important individuals. You best believe that shit. If anybody else got, if it ain't nobody else that got intel, you bet she got some damn intel. And they know Wendy will talk too. They know she'll run her mouth. That's why they stopped her from doing that podcast. Wendy had everything set up to do that podcast, bro. Everything. And that shit went. She was supposed to do it like, she announced the podcast like a week before she was about to do it. She had all the interviews and shit. She already done interviews with people already. She already had interviews with people and interviews lined up. And that shit just went right down. That shit just got stopped. Right? You know what I mean? Right before she was about to do the first episode, that shit just got stopped. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
And then she turned down the needle.
There it is.
She went on Dr. Oz and she announced it during the time during the time all them celebrities was promoting the needle. She was like one of the only ones that said, I'm not getting the needle. I'm not taking it. And right after that, her show got canceled. They deleted all
don't forget about Nikki.
Well,
Nikki just said that it did something to her cousin and they was on her.
Yeah.
Remember they bought the dude accuser on there on the show on national TV. They ain't even do that before. They ain't do that until, you know what I mean? Nikki said something happened to her cousin from taking something that they gave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all forgot Wendy was on a national talk show on Dr. Oz and said she was not taking that. She was not taking it. She said, I don't trust it.
Nigga.
And she's a big influencer. Like, so it's like,
nigga, you just heard Zuckerberg. Nigga, you just heard Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan, nigga.
Hold on.
The feds was on his ass.
We ain't even do a live stream on that. We gotta spin the block.
The feds was on his ass.
Yo,
you know what I mean? Day and night. The feds was on Zuckerberg's ass day and night. Every little post that they ain't want him to put up there, they was calling his office up. You know what I mean? Telling him to take it down.
He said they was literally cussing his ass out, though, like literally cussing him out.
Right.
Literally cussing at him, telling him, you know what I mean, why are you letting this shit on your platform? You know what I mean? Even when the information was correct, like you got people that people that was putting real information out about that
bullying
stuff.
The hell out of him.
And they made him take all that shit down. They made him take all that shit. They made him get rid of people's platforms. Like,
yeah,
they made him delete people's platform. And we already know the big names that platforms they got out of here on here.
So if they was doing that to him, you think they not doing that to these celebrities too? Nigga, why do you think when Diddy met up with Bieber, he was patting him down for a wire?
Bro,
because they work close with these celebrities too. That's why Ye was in an interview on Drink Champs and said, "You able to do all la because you work with the effing Fed." You heard him. He said it on Drink Champs. Now he can't even come back to the United States. Nigga stuck in Japan.
Nah, he can't come back.
You get what we saying? Like, it's all connected.
Yeah, because
y'all connected?
Because first of all, you gotta realize. You gotta realize how controlled this shit is now. Think about it. This nigga had to go to Joe Rogan's show. He didn't go to CNN. He didn't go to Fox. He didn't go to none of these other shows. The nigga had to go to a big ass tech nigga named Mark Zuckerberg, the biggest tech nigga in the world, had to go to Joe Rogan's show to say all that shit. That's showing you how controlled it is. The nigga couldn't even go on 60 Minutes. None of that shit. You think you?
Well, you don't want to go on there anyway because they always edit those interviews and make you look like the bad guy.
That gotta make you think about that shit though. The nigga couldn't even go. The nigga ain't go to no big platform. None of that control media shit.
Well, actually, Joe Rogan is the best platform to go on because Joe Rogan got the ears of the people, and they know that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, who else show you gonna go on? People don't believe the shit on 60 Minutes no more.
Exactly. So
everybody know they edit everything to make people look bad.
That tells you right there. That's something to tell you right there that mainstream media ain't to be trusted. If you got a nigga like Mark Zuckerberg that ain't go to none of those mainstream platforms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He went to goddamn Joe Rogan show to say, listen, the government's picking on me.
They was shaking him down, bro. They sound like the mafia. They worse than the mafia, bro.
This nigga said the government is picking on me.
Bro, they the biggest mafia. People always talk about, yeah, the Russian mafia, the cartel. Nigga, the United States government mafia. That's the mafia right there.
Yo, that's crazy.
It literally sound like he was getting like they were literally like the mafia to him, bro. Yeah, they were shaking him down. They could have been getting money off of him too. Who knows?
Oh, that nigga, you said money. If they could shake him down for just to get make him delete shit off his joint, you think they ain't shaking that nigga down, bro?
Point that I'm making, they probably getting money off of him, and he ain't gonna mention that though.
Nah, he ain't gonna mention.
He ain't gonna mention that. I mean, it's like crazy, bro. It's like crazy how they. That's wild. That's some wild stuff, bro.
To be honest, none of these celebrities or people in these high positions never going to mention that they getting shaken down by the underworld. They all get shaken down by the underworld. That how you think Dennis Quaid, brother Randy Quaid, had to come out and say that the damn Star Whackers is a group of them people just taking celebrities for everything they got. Like, come on now, they got to work with the underworld. Underworld always been running this shit. The underworld always been running it. So they ain't gonna, a lot of them ain't gonna mention that they was getting shaken down. Hell no, they ain't gonna mention that.
Man, that's how he made it sound like when he was on Rogan, like he was getting shaken down, bro. Like
that nigga basically went
for
on
them
there
to be calling and basically yelling and screaming and cussing on the phone, bro, telling him to take stuff down.
Because he
that's
said,
insane, bro. That's insane to get a call like that from the government.
Nah, it's because they're messing up bread. I mean, you gotta realize these are drug dealers. You don't mess with drug dealer money.
It's wild, bro.
But when you got these pharmaceutical companies, they are literally drug dealers. They no different from the cartels. They are actually drug dealers. So if you got people's putting out these campaigns against the drug that they selling, what you think's gonna happen? Bro, you gotta take this shit down, bro. You messing up the bread. Like Zuckerberg, you take this shit down. Like you got millions of people believing in this shit. You gotta take this shit down. It's messing up the money. These are drug dealers we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just because
it's in the form. Yeah, just because it's in the form of niggas in suits and ties and lab coats and shit like that, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Damn,
and they
we just got a bunch of gangsters.
That's bro. That's all
basically the government is just a bunch of gangsters just running everything.
That's all they
the
been.
Biggest gangsters.
That's all they been. That's all. That's what they are, and they always been that.
But the people allow that though. That's what it is.
No, it ain't the people allowed it. The people is just
collectively,
people allow it. Are just as corrupt. No, it's just because the people is just as corrupt as the government.
That's why I'm saying the people allow it. That's part of the reason. We both correct.
Yeah, right.
We're both correct. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, because they come out of the people. Like, you gotta think, pause, no Diddy. They do. Like, who makes up the government? Citizens that, you know what I mean? That's who makes up the government. We supposedly vote them in. That's what they say. And a lot of us is questioning that. If our votes even count. They just put in there whoever they want to put in there.
Man, them seats is up for sale.
That's exactly that. I ain't want to come right out and say it, but that's what it is. That's what it seems like. If you got enough bread, you can definitely get that seat.
Yeah, don't get fooled by all that voting shit. That man, them seats is up for sale. It's about who putting that campaign money behind who they want to be in there.
The most investors, facts.
Yeah, like
who can draw in the most investors?
It ain't about that voting shit. They got that voting is for the people to just be, stand in line and waste a bunch of time and do a lot of that shit. It's a show for us, but
yeah, it's a magic show.
But we know the political campaign money is
stuff behind the scenes.
Being pushed,
right.
Yeah, it's being pushed behind who they want to be in there because the seat is up for sale. That president seat is up for sale. That's why Trump could get in there because he got the money to buy the seat. He using his own money.
Votes behind votes.
Hey, you gotta realize
votes behind votes, y'all.
There you go. It's a
you know what I'm saying? It's two sets of votes. You know what I mean? You got the votes that the citizens do, and then you got the votes that they do.
Right.
And it's the votes that they do that count.
Right.
If y'all get what we saying.
Like, right.
They let y'all vote. They let, I mean, they let us vote. Y'all can, we can vote. You know what I'm saying? Things might not change like that, or things might change. It all depends on the vote behind the votes. Choose on changing.
You just heard what you just heard right here with this lawyer that said mortgages being paid, political campaigns being financed off of Wendy's money. They took Wendy money and put it behind political campaigns, paid off people's mortgages. Now you gotta realize Wendy had hundreds of millions of dollars in there, so that was definitely enough to pay off some political campaigns and pay some mortgages off, get some private schools paid for, some private trips and shit like that. Yeah, they did the most with her bread, and they still partying. They still doing the most with her money. That's what that like. This ain't no bullshit. Yeah, they took her bread and they doing the most with that money because it's like it wasn't hers anyway. It was like, nah, you just the face of this expensive account. You know what I'm saying? You work hard all your life, and you know what I mean, and that's it. We get to take it all. We get to take it at the end.
All that hard work she put in, yep, it ain't mean nothing. They could just come and take it all. So it's like, you know what I mean? It was all make believe.
Now this ain't the time for all these celebrities. That's why people like, all right, why are these people so quiet? You seeing why they so quiet? Now you see, their houses is burning down. They you know what I'm saying? They being put in the media all types of crazy ways. All their dirt is being revealed and put in the media and all over social media. They got these agents out here telling lies and shit all over TikToks and Instagrams and goddamn YouTubes and all doing all this weird shit, telling lies, and you know what I'm saying? They got these agents in place. Like, come on, man. This shit crazy, bro.
Everybody's an agent to a certain extent.
Well, yeah, if you put it in the mindset of how
everybody's an agent to it. What you an agent? What are you an agent of?
Agent of chaos. You got people that's agent of chaos. You know what I mean?
You could be an agent. You could be an agent of the Most High.
Yeah, right.
There's many different agents. There's many killers. Remember that? But Putin actually killed someone. Trump was like, "There's many killers." There were many killers.
He kept it real because it is many killers. He's talking about
facts. Even on our side, United States made some mistakes. Hell, he was right about that. That's real. How could you be that? How could you be that egotistical to not admit that your country have made mistakes out there on the battlefield and continue making mistakes?
Right.
Who haven't made mistakes on the battlefield?
Right.
If you were at war, you made mistakes, 100%. If you was at war, if you ever been at war, you know mistakes are always made. And it could be your last mistake that you ever make, or it could be something that you just get wiser to. Either or.
Yep.
So I don't know what the hell they were trying to do.
By now, you know exactly who Lori Schiller is for me.
Double agent.
Not good. I began to ask questions about what's going on with my money. And she's got no answers for me. She's got no answers for me. This is very unfair. Wells Fargo is very unfair. They don't have any answers regarding my money. Lori Schiller and Wells Fargo have no answers regarding my money. Lori Schiller and Wells Fargo filed a guardianship petition because
it's when she first woke out.
I want to know what's going on with my money, and Lori Schiller and Wells Fargo have not any answers for me regarding what has happened with my money that I've worked so hard for all of my life, but particularly now, more than ever, because I don't know what has happened to my money. And Bernie Young, Oh, yes. You remember Bernie Young. Bernie Young and Laurie Schiller, I believe, are hand in hand working against me with regard to this situation. I believe this. And again, this is not good. And I know for a fact that Bernie Young used my American Express card, okay, and he hired lawyers to file a guardianship against me. Against me. Can you imagine that? Some doctor sent medical information without my permission. I knew nothing about this.
Bringing the HIPAA law, ain't it?
I knew nothing about this. Wells Fargo used their guardianship petition This is all against me. This is not for me. This is all against me.
Oh, yeah, got to update the coupon code. Holy Witness at coupon code.
You know, the New York court system right now says that I'm crazy, that I'm crazy on what Wells Fargo is saying that I am. This is very ridiculous. The New York court is trying to make me out to be crazy, to be Ku Young Fu. Do you remember that? The Ku Young Fu judge case. Remember that? This is not me. This is not me. This is not fair.
Bro, Wendy want to know where her money at. How many of y'all seen Snowfall? How many of y'all seen Snowfall? You remember what happened to Franklin money? That's the same place where Wendy's money at.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same place. They're in the same place. Franklin's money and Wendy's money is in the same place. And that's basically what happened there.
Dang.
It's either you get it or you don't.
Dang.
And it ain't never coming back.
Right. It's some trying times, boy.
That's crazy. But if they could do that to her, that means they saying they could do that to anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Ye said. Ye said if they could do it, he said if they doing this to me, it ain't even about him. He said, being as though they doing this to me, they're gonna be doing it to just a regular day-to-day person.
Yep.
So now you come on social media and you say the wrong thing. Now your money in your account frozen. You lost your job. You can't get nowhere
and
to live.
That's what we trying to get through to
you can't go nowhere to live. You can't find nowhere to live because people don't want to rent to you because some shit you said on the internet. Do y'all catch the drift?
We gotta prevent that because that's where the technology is going to where they're gonna be able to do that very, very sophisticated. They got very sophisticated systems that'll be able to get that done because we already headed towards it now. You know what I'm saying? We already headed towards it now, so we gotta get on this now. Or niggas gonna be just like Wendy. Everybody gonna be living like Wendy.
Yeah, but then as though that your name is attached to every app, right?
Right.
They merge every app. So now by one click of a button, they can just shut all your shit off. You won't have access to the Uber. You won't have access to the Airbnb. You won't have access to get, you know what I mean, shit delivered to you.
Book a flight.
You know what I mean? Book a flight. You won't have access to do shit.
Nigga, they telling us what they trying to do to us on that Netflix Black Mirror shit. I'm like, nah, I don't give my consent to that.
All right.
That Black Mirror shit, that social credit score, you know what I'm saying? Right. Nah, I'm good with that, Holmes. Motherfucker, that ain't me.
They'll shut your clock
y'all better wake up. because that's where it's going to. It's getting to that, and it's going fast. See, that's why it's very important that Zuckerberg spoke out on Joe Rogan. Because if he ain't speak out on Joe Rogan about that, just think how
Just let
bad
that
that
shit go.
situation
Yeah,
can keep going.
right.
Now the people is
listen,
aware of it. They let us. Now it's up to us.
I
Now it's
wouldn't
up
be
because
I
they
wouldn't
let
be
us know. That's
surprised.
their way of letting us know.
I wouldn't be surprised if some mysterious accident happened to Zuckerberg for saying that shit, bro. He did that. He wasn't supposed to go in there and say that shit. But he getting so much, like he's so much, you know what I mean? He probably be getting harassed so much that he like, man, I gotta say something. Cause and he see what the American people is in for. He's seeing what they want to. You know why, bro? They want to take his platform and do the most with that shit now. Now, and he like, well, I don't want to be controlled in that way, and I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe it's more so about his ass being controlled, and now he's trying to get the people on his side. Because I don't really think Zuckerberg give a fuck about the people like that, but it's the heat is on his ass so much that he got to go somewhere else and tell this shit because they fucking with him now. They messing with him all day. So now that they putting the pressure on him, he got to come out and speak to see if the people going back him. He got to get the people on his side now because the government putting pressure on him, bro. And I'm pretty sure he ain't the only one, but he's the only one going to Joe Rogan and saying something. So he put all his other tech buddies probably like, yeah, we was waiting for somebody to come out and speak. We was waiting for somebody to come out and speak. Because if they putting the pressure on him, you think they ain't putting pressure on all these other platforms? Come on now. Come on now. Now, Wendy, I don't know, bro. It's something mysterious. You know what I'm saying? Something mysterious. I believe something mysterious. That, you know, at any time, any moment, shit gonna be coming across our feed. Cause they doing the most. They doing the most. And you know, you already know where they want to take. You already know where they want to do with these platforms, bro. They want our financial attached to this social, you know, these social platforms. They want everything that involves our social, everything that involves our financial attached to this social shit, man.
And that's the thing that people ain't seeing. Everybody's being lined up.
And it's AI making it. It's like there's no humans even making it. They got the system running on automated to detect shit when stuff happens or people say stuff. The AI is detecting it. There's no humans there to oversee this shit. The AI is detecting everything. So when people channels is getting flagged and all, that's the AI doing it. The AI, because there ain't enough humans to even watch enough. There ain't even enough humans to even watch all the, you know what I mean, all the activity on social media.
They
So
got those social media farms too, though.
yeah,
Where it's just they hire a whole bunch of people, like a whole building filled with people just using a bunch of stuff. You ever see that?
yeah, I see
Sometimes
that.
they even use them to do advertisement. It'd be like
Yeah, I see
200
how it was.
phones on them, and all the phones is like watching them just so they can get views.
Yeah, I seen that in China. I seen videos of
Yeah,
that
that's
on
what I'm saying. They
TikTok and
got
all that.
those
Right?
two along with the bots.
It's
So it's like a
crazy.
mixture of both. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mixture of both.
I mean, eh, you would need artificial intelligence to process it
Yo, this is wild.
because
This is like
it
something right
process
out of
everything. You know
Black
what I mean,
Mirror. It's just crazy.
shit, crazy,
This
bro.
niggas is crazy with that shit. Cause you gotta think about it, man. If everything's attached to these apps and all your information is on these apps, all they gotta do is click one button.
Yeah.
That's what what's his name? Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. That's what they were saying. They got them up off of social media. They got them up off of everything, not just social media. They couldn't get a Uber.
Nope.
They couldn't get a DoorDash order. They can't get nothing.
Nope. Nope. Yeah, once they
Nothing
took,
at
yeah,
all.
once you ban, once you blacklisted, that means you blacklisted
Right.
off everything. That means no one gonna rent to you, nobody's gonna hire you. Um, you got people that's not, you know what I mean, people that's not gonna deal with you.
I mean, but the thing is, it's if the people accept that or not.
Right.
So this is where we at. We at a crossroads. We at a cross. That's why this is a pivotal moment. You know what I'm saying? This is where either people's going to stand up and say no. You know what I mean? And those laws never get enacted, or people just going to sit back and keep letting these tech guys get bullied. You know what I'm saying? If they get bullied, you will never see real innovation, and the only innovation that you see, it'll come with a Fed wire attached to it.
Yeah, because I'm seeing like, you had the
Like
head,
it'll come through a Fed wire.
you had the head of artificial intelligence at Google resign because he said, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. He said, I don't want nothing to do with it. So he resigned. I mean, I never thought I would see Mark Zuckerberg go on Joe Rogan's show and say the government's bullying him. I thought I would never see that shit, bro.
Yo, nah,
That's
he did
showing.
that. He went on there before and said they was bullying. He just wasn't this verbal about it. He was on Rogan's show
But
before,
yeah, but
even
he got,
before this one, and
but
he
now he
said
got,
something about them.
but now he got a certain look about him though, saying it now.
Yeah,
Like he is at a crossroads.
because he start basically saying it continued, and it got even more extreme to
Right.
the point he had to start saying no, and then that's when they started screaming on him.
Yeah,
It's only when he started saying no.
now that
It's
wasn't
like
the clone. That
you
wasn't
should
the
have.
clone on that wasn't the clone on Rogan's show. That was the real Zuckerberg coming out.
Facts.
All the other people, all the other him doing like
Facts.
the meetings and the stuff showing you
Oh, when
how,
he was in court, when he
yeah,
had
in
to answer
court and
to the
yeah,
government for why he
yeah,
was what
right,
they say he was doing. He was had too much the people's information out there. Like y'all
yeah,
niggas got
all
too
that
much of
stuff,
the
right,
people's information.
right, like that
They
that
basically
that was the clone.
blaming him for the same shit that they do.
But that nigga on the Rogan show was the real Zuckerberg. He tired of they shit, bro. They putting the pressure on
I
that boy.
to tell you the truth, he getting tired of losing all them users.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he getting tired of seeing Meta.
yeah,
You
Meta
know what I'm saying?
taking
He
a
gotta
dip.
hurry up and hop on board with Trump and Elon Musk.
That's what
That's
he
why he
doing.
kept saying. That's why he kept specifically saying the Biden
Biden
administration.
administration, right? He kept saying
He
Biden
kept
administration.
specific because he see all that bread that Elon about to get with Trump,
Mm-hmm.
and he looking like he about to be left out in the cold. So the best place to go is on Joe Rogan. That's his
Right.
best move because you
Yeah.
got to think about Elon been on Joe Rogan and Trump.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So his best bet was his best move to get,
Was
you
it
know what
going
I
to
mean?
Rogan? Right.
Yep, was to hop on Rogan and make it look like he was on our side the whole time, but he was just getting bullied.
Right.
That's basically how he looks at it.
Didn't I say that?
And the thing
I like
is,
that.
we don't even. And the thing is, it seemed like Trump and Elon. It seemed like they about to change the system, but we don't know if that's going to be for good or bad yet.
Right.
It's still yet to be seen. I tell you one thing, they talk a good game. They talk
all
like
that
it's
shit be
about to
bad
be
tape.
innovative and all that, but that could be a setup too.
Yeah,
So we never know what's going on. You can't really trust any of these people in power at this moment. All you gotta do is trust yourself.
Yeah, right. At this
And
point.
if you can't trust yourself, then you effed up then in the game. Like that's basically what it is. Cause we don't know what they gonna do.
It's crazy, bro.
You don't know what they gonna do when they get in there.
It's crazy.
Who knows? They talk a good game. Everybody talk a good game before they get in there. And that's what they're supposed to do. That's how they got in there. You gotta talk a good game. But it's all about the actions now.
Right.
So and the thing is, you can't really depend on them. You can't depend on what they gonna do. You gotta be able to depend on what you gonna do.
Yeah, you gotta find where you fit in that in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? Because
facts.
I mean, it's going to move. It's going to move in a certain direction, regardless. But it's about finding out where you fit in the grand scheme of things. Are you gonna be the nigga that's gonna be left behind, or are you gonna just be a nigga that's going, you know? be on
Yeah,
board.
I don't. Yeah, right.
That determines on the individual. You got to surround yourself with people that's in the know. If you keep following that bullshit and all that petty ass shit online, and y'all want to, I know people like to be entertained, but don't be so entertained that you rob yourself, man. Don't rob yourself. Like, don't. I know y'all like to be entertained, y'all like the messy shit and all that, but don't rob yourself, man. You get on your job and do your research and find out where the fuck this country is going, and make sure you in, you know what I mean, you in the know. Don't be tricking yourself out. And then that should be on y'all then. I mean, if you want to follow the clown herd and shit, and you want to follow that shit all
I
day,
mean,
then that's on you. I mean, that's your choice. I'm not saying nothing. You know what I mean? That's people's choice, man. You got to find where you fit at. You know what I'm saying? You got to get
your
in where
own
you
inner
fit in at.
compass,
Yeah,
basically.
pretty much. But I'm a type of nigga that don't like to be left behind. I like to be in the know. I want to know what the hell going on. You
Yeah,
know what
what
I'm saying?
direction things are going.
What direction things is
Because
going.
I mean,
Right,
collectively, we make the decision collectively, whether we like it or not. It's almost like
right,
the Squid Games.
right.
More people have to say no than say yeah for the game to keep going.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the psychological thing that they do when they put these movies and shit out, these TV series. It's almost like, oh, that's our way of like giving them our consent, like them giving us their consent. That's how they see it, but that's not necessarily
It's not
true.
necessarily the truth. Nah,
Cause I tell you the truth, I wouldn't F for nothing like the Squid Games. I'm good with that.
nah, nah,
So
nah.
and the thing is, society is sort of ran like that, to be honest with you. A little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, it is.
But this social media shit is definitely like playing the Squid Games.
Facts.
That's why that's another thing you gotta watch out for, how extreme social media is gonna get. How extreme is the people gonna let it get? Are we gonna have boundaries to where certain things we just not never gonna allow on the internet? You get what I'm saying? Like, where's everything's going, man? Is it going to get like the real Squid Games where they got real shows like the Squid Game coming on the internet? Do we want to get that burnt out? Because society look like it could easily get that burnt out and go there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if people don't put a cap on it now,
Yeah.
see, we at a crossroads. Like, which direction do we want to go with this technology? Are we going just fast? We all using it unconsciously. So
Yeah.
I
Facts.
think we all just need to slow down and see, all right, where do we as a collective, where do we want this to go? We shouldn't have governments making that decision for us, or some extremely wealthy corporation that definitely ain't got us, you know what I mean, our best interest at heart. I tell you that. You know damn well they ain't got our best interest at heart. It's about how could we keep in control, how could we keep the numbers up.
Facts.
You know what I mean? At any cost. And you can see the damage that it's doing to the planet and the environment.
Facts. Which we about to get into.
Exactly.
We about to jump into the red. We got to get into this FDA banning the red dye. Why now they doing it, and we're going to expand on just red dye. That's it. I mean, you got about 1,000 more um chemicals to ban. But we're gonna get into it, y'all. We gotta get into a quick commercial break, man. Y'all stay with us, man. We'll be right back after this message. We gotta get into it, man. We got two more topics to cover. So pretty much all of actually these topics go hand in hand. So I mean these topics go hand in hand, but make sure y'all smash that like button, share this live stream if you can, and we'll be right back after this commercial break. All right. It's sponsored by Nightanddaynetwork.com.
Do you have neurological pain, chest pain, heart palpitations, headaches, brain fog, anxiety, insomnia, fatigue, and abdominal discomfort? With all the environmental disasters and contaminants plaguing our land, water, air, and food, we need something to counteract all the pollution that is making us sick. This is where Zeolite comes to the rescue. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels. Lower the risk of risks like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days. Purchase now at nightanddaynetwork.com and haven't been evaluated by the FDA. We do not claim our product cure or treat any ailments. Please consult with your medical healthcare provider to see if ZeoAid will be right for you.
Yeah, we back. Yeah, and that discount code is ND Herbals 2025. ND Herbals 2025, and you get 15% off.
All right. So instead of 2024, gotta update it real quick, y'all. Hold on.
Nah, you gotta update it, homie.
I know that's what I'm
I've been
about to do.
posting it right. Yeah, I already pinned the
Yeah, I'm about
I
to
already
talk about
pinned
going
it to the
across the
top.
screen.
Yeah.
Across the screen. I gotta correct that. It's still
Yeah,
the
correct
same
that.
code, but it's with 25. Because we in
Yeah,
year
ND
25.
Herbals 2025. All right. Yeah, man.
Oh, is it ND Herbals or ND? Well, it's not ND Herbals Welcome, right? It's ND Herbals 25,
Just,
right?
yeah, just ND
All right.
Herbals.
All right, let me update that, y'all.
ND Herbals 2025. 15% off.
All right.
All right, man. Yeah, man, it's crazy out here. I feel like it's really a covert war against the people of the United States, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I feel like it's a covert war, yeah, I mean, against the world by the world government, but I also feel like it's focused in the United States. Like we got so many chemicals, dangerous chemicals, not just in our food supply, but in our water, in our air. You know what I mean? Shit being sprayed on the crops, stuff being injected into the animals, and they got us out here fighting about which diet is more healthier than the next. And it ain't the diet, it's the chemicals we all being exposed to. Cause we all getting sick from the same foods and the same stuff that they giving us and the same shit that they spraying the air with. And that they treating our water with. They treating our water with harmful chemicals. We're eating harmful chemicals. We're drinking harmful chemicals. We inhaling harmful chemicals. So it's like this is called chemical biological warfare, y'all. Like y'all have to understand, but they softened it up. They made it look trendy. They gave the chemicals a name. They called it Fruity Pebbles and Doritos and all that. Like they gave that stuff a name and they made it trendy to basically poison yourself. Because what they're putting in the food is insane, because the ingredients that they add in the United States food is way different than what they add in other countries.
Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. So this is an article put out by CBS. All right, Boston.
Dye used in a number of foods we consume every day in the United States. Red dye number 3 has been found to cause cancer, but what does this mean for consumers like you and I? Joining us now is Dr. Darren Detweiler, a professor of food policy and safety at Northeastern. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, talk to us about what the main takeaway should be from all of this.
Well, essentially, food manufacturers have about 2 years to comply, and drug manufacturers have 3 years to comply. Essentially, these ingredients, a specific red dye number 3, which, by the way, it's a synthetic color additive made from petroleum and a chemical known as erythrocene. It's been known to, it's been linked with cancer in animals. These need to be removed from these foods.
Hold on. So why can't y'all ban all these shits at the same time? Because they all pretty much the same. Red 3, yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 40, all that. Why can't y'all arsenic, all this
bioengineered food ingredients?
Yeah. Right. Like, why can't y'all just ban all this shit at one time? You know what I'm saying? Because we know it's drug, but we know it's drug dealing. We know it's drug dealing, and we know that they're not gonna ban them all at one time. So you know what's gonna have to happen? People just gonna have to wake the hell up and ban them shits themselves. And that way we ban their ass right out of business. Because if ain't nobody using the products, then shit won't get sold. You know what I mean? They won't be able to, sell it. The people
We
have to
don't
stand up and
realize
say, we
how
don't
much
want it.
damage we doing to our bodies by consuming
You see
all
that?
these artificial synthetic chemicals, industrialized synthetic chemicals that's bioengineered on top of that, which means they change the genetics of whatever they're extracting. Like you see hydrogenated palm kernel, you would just think, oh, that's a palm fruit. No, that's a bioengineered palm fruit.
Right. Corn syrup.
Corn sugar, no, that's bioengineered corn.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
not the same corn. Like that's disease corn.
Facts. Yo, hit
And
that
that's what
like
they're
button. You can't
telling
hit that
you.
like button yet.
That's why they banning the stuff. That's why
Right.
they gonna start banning a lot more stuff. They better. I mean, we
Right.
better, like you said, JR, we're gonna have to vote with our dollars, bro.
Yeah, you got to ban them shit. We gonna have to ban it
Yeah, we
ourselves.
got to vote with our dollars and just not buy the shit no more. You guys just start buying real food, like for real. Don't buy nothing packaged anymore. Anything colorful and packaged, and they try to put a character on there to try to sell it to you and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Or some fancy logo or something. Nah, man, don't buy it.
Right.
Just buy stuff natural in its natural state and make sure it's not sprayed or injected with nothing.
What's kind of interesting is the fact that many food manufacturers, they use this in products, whether it be candies or cereals, things of that nature, because of the desire to have that perfect color, that perfect bright cherry red hue, right? Anyway, these same food manufacturers, when they sell the same exact products in Canada and Europe and other parts of the world, they don't use these additives because they're already banned throughout Europe. Literally, red dye number 3 has been banned for almost 3 decades, maybe even longer in Europe. So this move by the FDA basically is bringing this kind of regulation up to being consistent with the rest of the world, or at least in Europe. And obviously, last year, California passed a similar ban on these dyes and foods in California.
Now, Dr. Detweiler, you did speak to us a few moments ago about the types of foods that we can typically find this dye in. What is your advice to consumers who have it in their cupboards already?
Put it in the chat.
For about 2 more years, you're going to see foods manufactured with this. I think it's very important for consumers to always be aware of what are the different ingredients, especially chemicals, if you don't know what it is, and to look for alternatives. There are so many sources of nearly the same product that don't have these chemicals in them. I think one of the things that I've observed over the past 3 decades is that consumers have become far more aware of these ingredients. They're asking more questions. When you and I were kids, the only question we probably asked about our cereal was what was the toy inside the box. Today, consumers are asking about everything from gluten to GMOs to red dyes, these synthetic additives in their foods that they're serving not only themselves, but their families. So looking for these items on the list of ingredients of foods is always important to do. I think that what we'll see is over time, we're going to see companies start to kind of rebrand and look at the coloring, look at the additives and communicate what are they using to make these colorings, because they're going to have to be complying within 2 years.
Now, Dr. Detweiler, this was already banned from use in cosmetics decades ago. So people might hear that or already have this knowledge and say, well, if they couldn't use it in items that we put on our face, why did this take so long for the items that we are putting into our bodies every day?
Wow.
Answer that for him. Because pockets is being greased. It's drug dealers is hustling.
Please say that again.
Doctors, pockets is being greased. Drug dealers is hustling. Doctors is fulfilling these prescriptions that's making the people sick. So it's all part of the system. You gotta realize the corporations, the food administration, the corporations that's selling the products, and the doctors, all that, the health administration, all that shit is one conglomerate.
Yeah,
it's not separate. It's all one conglomerate. So that answer. So any type of that should be the answer. I don't know what he's going to answer.
all those different agencies cross paths, because you got to think about the USDA. They check the meat and the vegetable, the crops and stuff like that. But the stuff that gets sprayed on them comes from the FDA, like approval from the FDA, and they all tied to the pharmaceutical companies who provide the chemicals. The FDA have to approve it. You know what I mean, to be put into food products. And if it's about anything about natural stuff, the USDA approved that stuff, but they approve the freaking chemicals just like the FDA do to go into the meat. So it's the same shit. So you got the packaged food coming from FDA and the pharmaceutical companies, and the meats and vegetables that's being sprayed with that shit and injected is coming from the pharmaceuticals and the USDA. So they all work. It's one big department getting money together.
Right. And
it's like a bunch of hustlers on different blocks.
That's it.
join forces.
But them banning red dye number 3 just means they getting out of that red number 3 business.
Facts.
That's just them getting out of that business. They're not selling red dye 3 anymore. They moving on to some other shit. So don't get it confused thinking the FDA doing us a favor. Because if they was really doing us a favor, they'd ban all that shit at one time. These niggas is just getting out of the red dye business. That's it. That's all that's
exactly.
About.
So they got 9,999 more chemicals to go because they said it's over 10,000 lethal chemicals that the United States use in their food, on their water, and in their air.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's banned in other countries.
Fact.
10,000 different chemicals, y'all. So that's just not the shit that's going in the food, the stuff that's going into everything and that's being sprayed in the environment.
Facts.
So it's mad more chemicals. This is only 1 out of 99. You know what I mean? 999,000. Who knows how many more chemicals they got? Because there's a lot of chemicals that's unlisted too that we don't even know that they're experimenting with. That's why you got babies in a leukemia. That's why you got babies in a leukemia clinic. Because it's just too many chemicals in the atmosphere. Too many synthetic chemicals, and it's poisoning them too.
Right. The FDA
That's what's confusing me about it. You mean to tell me you want money and control that bad that you'll poison yourself to get it?
Yeah.
I never understood that.
Yeah.
Because you gotta understand that they getting sick from this shit too. You're poisoning the whole environment, including yourself and your own kids and your own grandkids.
They don't look at it that way. They look
bro,
like
these people need to be done, bro. They don't even need to be here no more if they causing that much trouble. Cause you so bad that you poisoning yourself just to control other people.
They at where they should be. Cause the people
bro, that's wild, bro.
People gotta wake up.
That don't even make no sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions about that. There's this thing called the Delaney clause of the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, which actually prohibits, basically it says the FDA is prohibited from approving color additives shown to cause cancer in animals and humans. And yet this is one of those ingredients that has been included in what's called GRAS, or generally regarded as safe, for a very long time. And the industry basically was saying that, oh, well, we've proven that it's safe. We don't have evidence to show that it's not safe. And then when the FDA asked for a lot of this evidence, they would say that the industry would say things like, well, that's private information, that's corporate proprietary information. The government can't see that. So it's really forcing a change in terms of how the FDA is regulating some of these ingredients, these chemicals and foods. And I think that we may see some more things. You know, one of the things I'm concerned about is we don't want red dye number 3 to be replaced by red dye number 2.9. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to replace it with yet another synthetic dye that's made from petroleum and some unknown chemicals. We need to look at.
But you need to be banning all of them, though. No replacements. It's like ban all of them together. That's why you know they don't got the best interest of the people. Because if you doing clinical studies and lab rats is showing up with cancer from using it, y'all know this information 30 years ago. Y'all was privy to this 30 years ago. Y'all knew what red dye number 30 and the rest of 100,000s of chemicals be doing. Y'all already privy to the information. So why are y'all deeming it as safe for human consumption?
They already banned it out of cosmetics, but they still allowed it in the food supply.
That don't make no sense.
That goes to show you right there, y'all, that they don't care about the health and that this is intentional because they knew what it did. That's proof that they knew what this dye did to us. But they left it in the food anyway.
Right.
And they target most of that food to kids. Just think about all them cereals.
It's
all them commercial cereals and candies and all that they always got these little cartoon characters and everything. I mean, the adults grow up and just be big kids and buying that shit for themselves too. Yeah, I mean, it's all the same. But it's just like they target the young generation because once you get the young generation, you automatically got the older generation. Because the younger generation automatically becomes the older generation.
All right.
We forgot how to eat. We forgot how to eat real food. We run
That's what happens.
from real
That's what
food and run
happens when
towards the chemicals and saying that the chemicals are healthier.
That's what happens when you give your independence up for your self-sufficient up for convenience.
That's crazy, bro.
When you give your self-sufficient up for convenience, you take whatever they give you. You know what I mean?
We literally gave up real food and started running towards chemicals, bro. Like niggas be like, yeah, I don't eat no swine, no bacon, no eggs, no, I don't
They
eat
eat
no
some
sausage.
Doritos.
I want a bowl of cereal. You know what I'm saying? And it be all chemicals. And the thing is, I'm saying this from experience because that's what I used to do. Yeah, I don't want no bacon and eggs, nigga. I want some Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch berries, right?
Right. And that's
Captain
just from
Crunch berries.
experience. Yeah. Because
Eating
that was
ice
me
cream,
all the
shit like
way.
that.
A bit right. A big ass bowl, Tyrell V.
Big
A
ass
big bowl.
bowls. Yeah,
Hell, the biggest bowl
yeah, he was
that
big
you
bowl
can
eating
find,
that thing.
nigga. The biggest bowl you can find, nigga.
Yeah,
That's the cereal bowl.
Right. He big cat. Yeah, he was a big bowl Captain Crunch eating nigga,
Nigga,
man.
you right there too. Every cereal in the house, nigga, you was right in the box too. Whether it was in your pocket, dry, or it was in a bowl with milk in it, or with water in it. Shit.
This nigga said in your pocket dry.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga used to fill the pockets up with
Nigga,
cereal
like you
and
wasn't
shit.
there.
Walking around
Doing
with
the
pockets
same.
of cereal and shit.
You was doing the same
Funny
shit.
as shit. That nigga said he was pocket full or a bowl with some milk or water.
Right. Yeah. We all, and it's people, it's probably a nigga right now eating Captain Crunch, watching the stream, cracking up, watching the stream, eating a bowl of Captain Crunch.
Right.
Or Crunch Berries or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Some
big ass bowl.
Yeah.
Big ass bowl too.
So you get your glyphosate, you know what I mean? You get all your dyes,
Red
you get all your cancerous dyes, you get all your chemicalized sugars. You know what I mean? You get all the, you know what I mean? The milk got blood and pus in it, and they cook the enzyme. They cook the enzymes out of it through pasteurization. That was another scam. They cooked all of the nutrients out of that. And then, you know what I mean? You just got a big bowl of chemicals.
That's a damn shame.
And that's what we grew up on. That's why niggas be in a late teens with diabetes.
Yeah, you notice all this new you notice it was the new. They weren't eating all this shit back in the you know what I'm saying, in the shit. Even in the 70s, they ain't had this puffed up ass cereal with the colors in it. They ain't had any of this shit growing. Yo, even in the 70s, bro, they ain't had it. It's like all the 80s babies on up got all this sugary puff shit.
Nigga, we had it worse than the 90s, nigga. The 90s is the height of that shit.
Yeah, the 90s. Oh, the 90s. Oh, yeah, the
nigga, that's the all the penny candies, nigga. All the penny candies.
They turned the heat up.
And the hug juices and the hostess cakes and all that shit, all that bullshit that we've been eating. All the sugary drinks.
Nah, we had that shit in the 80s.
Niggas that drink soda. Look, niggas that drink soda and eat penny candy at the same time.
Yeah, we was drinking sodas.
And eating candy at the same time, bro.
Candy and the hug juices and all that shit.
Exactly.
Bro. And we'd drink like 3 or 4 of them hug juices with all that penny.
3 or 4.
All that sugar, bro.
With all that sugar, bro. And eat cereal.
Yeah.
Nigga, we eat
cereal.
Boston
baked beans.
Some people kids eat like that now. Some adults eat like that.
Jawbreakers.
Nigga, we wake up, eat a big bowl of cereal, nigga, then eat candy all day.
Bazookas. Hell yeah, we was eating all that shit, bro. We have a big ass bag of penny candy, bro.
It wasn't one moment we wasn't putting sugar in our mouth.
Every day.
It wasn't one moment where we wasn't putting sugar in our mouth.
Bro.
You gotta think about it. We woke up to a big bowl of cereal, nigga. That led to candy and hug juices all day. The only salty shit we ate was chips.
Bro,
it was from the chips. It went from chips back to candy. You know what I mean? And every once in a while, a cake or pie or something like Hostess cake or pie or tasty cake, something like that. That's all day.
Bro.
That's all day, bro. That's all day, every day.
Bro, that's
all
drugs,
day,
bro.
every day, bro.
They had us on drugs as kids, man.
Nigga, and we wonder why we had kidney failure and all that shit by the time we in our 30s and 40s and shit.
Yeah, that's on drugs, bro.
Niggas that eat cereal and they eat candy for the rest of the day. That's literally all sugar, bro.
All sugar. All sugar.
Just think about it. I'm thinking back, bro. We was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Like we would
crazy,
literally
bro.
eat big ass bowls of cereal. Then after that, eat candy and shit all day.
That's crazy. Drink soda
All day.
and hug juices and shit all day.
And
That's
what
crazy.
they say, oh, they'll burn it off. You ain't burning off no chemicals, nigga. That's why by the time you're 20 years old, you got diabetes.
Right.
You ain't burning. You can do all the exercise in the world, but those chemicals are still gonna settle in your organs.
Damn, they did a number on us, bro.
Facts.
That penny candy shit, bro.
Facts. That's
they
wild,
did numbers
bro.
on us with that shit, bro. I'm just thinking back, bro. Cause we 80s in the
80s and 90s, bro. It was at its
90s,
height.
bro.
Nigga, we can name 50 different candies we used to eat that was in that penny candy bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they just kept coming up with more and more inventions. One's turned into cigarettes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
the paper
candy. All that, bro.
Wax
everything.
candy.
Lipstick.
Yeah.
They even had shit that they turned like fake lipstick that was gum and all that. Yo, they just bro. They did a number on all of us, bro. You know that was some type of experiment.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know that was an experiment.
Yo, if y'all ain't
and
hit
then
that
they're
like
gonna
button,
say,
like
diabetes. Then they're gonna say diabetes, high blood pressure, and all
all
that
that,
stuff
right.
is high in the black community and in the Hispanic community. That's because y'all putting all that damn poison in our communities. It ain't got nothing to do with genetics.
That shit don't have nothing to do with
that
genetics.
Shit ain't got nothing. They try to, you go to the doctor and they try to change your genetics.
But then again, it still do have something to do with genetics because if our parents was putting certain shit in their body, they was passing it down to us anyway.
Oh, they liars, man. You know damn well how they try to flip it and make it look like it's like your genealogy is the reason why you suffer and you're prone to get
it's not
this.
always that.
That's how they say, oh, somebody in your family is that means they were prone. That means you're prone to get it. You're prone to get it.
I ain't no prone to
get you're only prone to get it because y'all live in proximity of each other.
Right.
If you put anybody else from the human race in that same environment, no matter if they black, white, Hispanic, or whatever, they still gonna have the same diseases.
But then if you pregnant and you eating all this shit, you know what I mean? Just think about you pregnant and you eating all that shit, bro. The Doritos, the penny candy, all that shit, that's going into the baby system.
Hell yeah, for sure. For sure. But
those
doctors do be trying. They do be trying to shame your bloodline, though, trying to make it look like you know what I mean? Oh, it runs through your family. Oh, okay. Nah, nigga, y'all been poisoning.
But then when you bring it up, be like, but
our
look
communities,
all that shit.
Nigga.
Yeah, look all that shit they put in the proximity of our neighborhood.
Yeah, all the poison shit. That's why all them convenience stores and all that shit.
Yo, like,
well, all them farmers coming in here selling us this shit.
Like, come on, Doc. Don't act like you don't know what's going on, Doc. Don't act like you ain't educated to know why the hell all these people coming in through these emergency rooms and shit like that, and through all these doctors' offices. Y'all know the hell. Y'all know why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They be trying to play stupid. You know what I mean? Acting like they don't know what the hell going on. Y'all know they put all this shit in our vicinity. And then y'all expect us to be healthy? Like, come on, man. Don't be trying to play. See, that's the thing. They bank on our ignorance. That's what happened. They was able to bank off our ignorance, bro. They was able to bank off that shit. Like all them doctors knew why we was coming through those offices with those diseases, bro. You think they ain't know why we was coming through with all them diseases? Ain't like we got the access to the best food in our vicinity. We got we got a liquor store on this corner. We got a Chinese store every other corner that's selling low quality ass Chinese food. Then we got these supermarkets that selling low quality ass meat that ain't coming from no good farms at all. Like, come on, y'all know why we coming through here sick.
Hell yeah, they know.
Like, come on now.
They gave us the experimental. They gave us the experimental food.
Facts.
Just to see how, before they unleashed it onto everybody else in the United States. They started off in our community. Yeah, I mean, we got all the brunt end of that shit from the 80s to the 90s. Yeah, I mean, but it seems like when it got towards the 2000s, they started it started spreading everywhere now.
Yeah, as everybody, right?
Right. Because
like
they always experiment, just like the project buildings are now apartment complexes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they experimented with us in the United States first to see how they was going to roll out all these programs. The project buildings, which is science project buildings.
Science project.
Yep. And the food that they was feeding us. Now they rolled it out to everybody else. Because now you could go, buy expensive behind project building apartment. You know what I'm saying? All these apartment complexes are nothing but just project buildings.
Facts.
We trying to tell y'all, man, it's a blueprint for like global slavery, y'all.
Right. And I don't give a fuck how fancy your shit is. I don't care if you live in a building where you think is the most fanciest building ever. That shit's still a goddamn project.
Facts.
I don't care how. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if you live at the top floor and you in the suite, goddamn it. That's still a damn project building.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't realize that the architecture from this period of time we've been living in is slavery anyway.
It's the architect. Y'all
don't even understand even how you built your architecture on this planet determines how you're going to live.
Facts.
You notice that places that got more of an open, like their houses and stuff are more open and more free.
Right.
When it's closed in like that, that's a prison. Like the project buildings and these apartment complexes and all these developments that they got going on out, those are the architecture behind it. The energy that gives off is a prison.
Yeah, because if they want to just come through and shut that whole shit down, it's no way you can even.
Y'all don't understand, like even that, like that. Some niggas just see too much. It's crazy when you see all this in place. And people don't see it from your perception. They don't see the big picture of how it all ties together. And you're starting to even break down the goddamn architecture. Like you could just by the way they had those project because we lived in those we've seen those project buildings. We've been all through those project buildings. You could feel the energy in there is like a prison.
Yeah.
And that's what Wendy was talking about.
Yeah.
Where she was at.
Where she at now, right?
Right. Y'all gotta think about how that affect us. Yeah, even the architect, y'all, like they just building prison systems around us. Like, cause a lot of people made this good comparison. How come the education system is very similar to the prison system? The buses, the food, the uniforms, the authority. Got teachers out there like the prison guards.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Instead of a yellow bus, is a yellow bus.
They actually assign police officers to the schools now. So
yeah, but I mean, it was the teachers before, like, they just stepped it up even more now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like you gotta think about it. What they're building around. That's why when Michael Jackson did that song, they don't really care about us. He did it in the prison scenery.
Yeah, he did do the prison.
Because he's trying to show y'all the way they structure society. It's exactly like a prison. And we're just following along with it. When niggas really supposed to be living like motherfucking Willy Wonka out this bitch. You know what I mean? Niggas supposed to be creating a architecture where it fits their life and, you know what I mean, their energy. We got to submit to their architecture, which is set up like a prison. See, that right there is a psychologically damaging thing.
Yo, hit that like button if y'all ain't hit that like button. Let's continue. Let's get to this
real change here. So just because this dye is prohibited, the goal is that it's replaced with actually natural or more healthy alternatives in our foods.
And, doctor, I think that the frustrating dialogue that happens, especially, we care about what we consume, but when you have kids and grandkids and little ones, the frustrating dialogue is why are companies using this product in the first place if they're aware that it causes cancer?
This is a great question, and I've been at many industry events where they talk about how, the color is exciting, the color is attractive. People want to see these vibrant colors popping out at them in their cereal and bowl and on the cereal boxes, and it's part of marketing and advertising that these colors are this bold kind of a thing. And that's crazy because that really doesn't benefit the consumer. It benefits the sale of these products. Again, these same exact products without these dyes, where they're using natural food colorings, have no problem being sold in Europe. So I think there has to be a change in terms of the idea of perhaps there needs to be that argument or that justification as to why a decision is being made. And if it's not truly in the consumer's benefit, you have to be looking at it in terms of it's purely for the benefit of the seller.
And now I just want to make sure I circle back around to this because you did mention this earlier in the start of our conversation, but just so that our viewers know for sure, talk about how long it's going to take to get this dye off of the market.
Essentially, you can't have any change like this overnight. So what the FDA has announced is that they're giving food manufacturers 2 years and ingestive drug manufacturers 3 years to take products off the market that have this as an ingredient and to have products in place that do not have these ingredients. So, we're not.
Oh yeah, that's just prolong it so we could just, not, kill off more people in 2 years before these poisons is taken off the market. Man, take all that shit down.
Get this though, bro. Get this though. Your tax dollars, but get this, your tax dollars go to these agencies so they could prevent the poisons from getting into your food and all of that. But instead, they taking your money and they adding more poisons to your food. Do y'all get what's going on? Like, is that not insanity right there? Your tax dollars that you're supposed to be giving to them, to these agencies, because they live off of tax money. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get paid. But now they found a new way to get paid. The pharmaceutical companies. So they take your money, pocket that, and get the pharmaceutical monies for letting them add all them chemicals into the food supply. Quadruple dipping. Nigga.
They dipping.
Quadruple dipping. Quadruple. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Them niggas is greedy.
Greed.
We're not going to see change next month. We may see change between now and the next 2 to 3 years. If you're looking at your grocery store, expect perhaps around the fall of 2026 to start to see more and more products that have ingredients that do not list the red dye number 3.
Man, why?
Okay, now
nigga said red dye number 3 like it ain't a 1,000 more chemicals.
Yeah, I
mean, crack me the It said, just around 2026. Yeah, you start to see less red dye number 3. Well, what about red, blue 40 and yellow 5 and all this
shit?
Yeah, like what's up with the rest of them Jones though? Like, why just red dye 3?
Yeah, all the rest of them.
Why just red dye 3? Why y'all just making that the focal point? Why not all the dyes?
Because it's already proven that all the dyes it causes diseases.
Shit be crazy to me, bro. This shit be crazy, bro. Nigga said,
not just that, but what about all that damn genetically modified corn syrup?
Right. Oh yeah, just by 2026, you'll start to see, less red dye 3 on in the ingredients. Yeah, but we're gonna see more red, yellow 5 and blue 40 and high fructose corn syrup and monosodium glutamates and glycified and
them
all the rest
tried
of
to fight back. You remember that commercial that they put out when they were trying the high fructose corn syrup, when they had the dude about to eat something that don't eat that, got high fructose corn syrup, and then somebody comes out of nowhere. Well, what's wrong with it? It's just a vegetable. And then eats it and keep walking and shit, like, because more people was catching on that high fructose corn syrup is processed and is genetically modified and actually causes diabetes and all of that.
Right.
That started spreading more, so they had to fight back with that commercial. That goes to show you right there. It was an information war, and that commercial was old as hell.
Right. Yeah, they be making it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Black Samurai, 1 out of 1,000 chemicals. Yeah, they making it look like they doing a favor for us. Like that's a win-win for us, for the people. And ain't no goddamn win. Take all of it out.
Win.
Take it all out. Take every chemical and take it all. You know what I'm saying?
And this dude looking sick himself.
Right. Like he needs some Zeolite.
You know what I'm saying? This dude looking sick too.
That nigga needs some
That's what
Zeolite,
like niggas are poisoning themselves.
They don't give a damn, bro.
They don't give a damn.
They be trying to, and I know what I mean. They be trying to make it look like they actually doing something. They trying to make it look like they actually doing
Yo,
something,
this
doing
shit
us
is
a favor.
wild, bro. This shit is wild, bro. This goes to show you we in some type of nightmare with these niggas.
This goddamn matrix, man.
We in a nightmare with these niggas, bro. Cause it's this.
Shit crazy, bro.
Yo, if you go through, you start looking at who they made the Secretary of Health of different places. It's insane, bro. These different Secretary of Health don't even look like they healthy.
Right. Hold on, don't we got
how the hell you gonna instruct the whole country or the whole state on health and you ain't even healthy yourself?
Hold on, don't we got in PA? Don't we got the Ben Franklin trans looking the trans?
Oh no, he's in the White House now.
Oh, he in the White House.
Yeah,
now?
he was the Biden administration's Secretary of Health. That's who's RFK taking his job, her job, whatever the hell you want to call him. Yeah.
Shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's the job that Robert Kennedy about to get. And the thing is, he acting like, I mean, that's the only reason why they acting on stuff like you said, they getting out of the red dye business, but also because Robert Kennedy's campaign, you know, for the Secretary of Health, his is getting the chemicals out of the food.
Banning the
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Banning certain things,
So everybody asking like, why?
Look like they doing something.
Yeah, because if everybody's people's catching on. People's like, all right, well, why all these other countries banned it, but why America's still peddling this shit?
Facts.
And the people starting to wake up. Like, even if you go to the FDA comment section, they tearing their asses up in the comment section. Because they like, all right, all the other countries banned all these chemicals because they found out it was causing health problems. Why America still, why the FDA still signing off on this shit, man? So now they gonna try to throw this in the media. You know what I mean? The trick I asked to make it look like they actually doing something. Y'all ain't doing nothing.
That's what I hope this next administration ain't doing, because they could easily be like, yeah, we're gonna do this. They get one thing out of the food supply and everything else stay the same.
Right.
And then you see them going around promoting poisons.
It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go right back to promoting poisons once they get in there. Because you gotta think about it. The fast food got most of the poisons in it, and Trump loved fast food.
Yeah, he damn
sure. I mean, he bought them niggas McDonald's and all that shit when in the White House out of his own pocket. Exactly. When they claimed that when the government during the government shutdown thing that they had, and they claimed that the government ain't even had the money to buy them lunch, so they claimed that he went and bought them all McDonald's and shit.
Yeah, bought them all some
showing him
McDonald's.
Right. Showing him posting pictures of himself eating Taco Bell. You know they gave him a big ass check. You think it ain't no chemicals in Taco Bell?
Hell yeah.
So we gonna see, because we already know the money talks and bullshit walks. So we gonna see where things gonna go.
Exactly.
Because if they try to get all the chemicals out, that's gonna damage somebody's pockets. So you know they ain't gonna like that.
They ain't gonna want that. That's like
exactly. So we know it's BS, bro.
That's like trying to shut down Pablo Escobar.
Right. We know
El Chapo,
BS.
them niggas. That's like trying to shut down El Chapo.
We know it's
Pablo
BS.
Escobar, Ochoa. You know what I mean?
That's call like it what it is.
Right. Like somebody got to get hurt behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's call it what it is. It's BS, y'all.
Somebody pockets got to get hurt behind banning all them chemicals, bro.
Exactly. When they've been hustling all them chemicals.
They've been hustling for years. They've been in that chemical business since World War II. You know what I'm saying? You think they're gonna stop now? No.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, wow, we'll see. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, I hope I really want to be proven wrong. I want this administration to prove me wrong. But they talk about getting all the chemicals out, and I'm like, I don't care what anybody else say about what they don't like about, oh, they white and they don't care about. If they getting the chemicals out of our food supply, that's a great first step. Because those people that's poisoning us, they poisoning everybody at this point. They poisoning the environment. These are like, I look at these individuals like terrorists right now, because you're poisoning the food supply. That's terrorism.
Yeah, facts.
Like, let's just be real with that. Like that, you're poisoning the food supply. So that should be first priority, right there.
Yeah, because I mean, a nation can't thrive if they sick.
Bro, that's
You know what I'm
mass
saying?
genocide.
You
Like, it
can't,
didn't
you
mean thrive
can't,
because they said. We mean they didn't
I mean, you
thrive.
can't
It's
thrive.
way past that. That's
Like you
mass
can't,
genocide. That's
like
an act of
right.
war,
Like you can't. A nation of sick people. Like what can you? It makes no sense.
bro. That's literally warfare, bro. That's chemical biological warfare, and it ain't nothing else that is.
Sign,
That's the only thing
sign,
that is.
yep,
That's the
science.
only
Yeah,
thing that is. It's nothing else.
right.
Because they know what these chemicals do. This is right here. This report right here is letting us know
Just
that they
showing.
knew. They
Right.
knew that it caused
30
cancer.
years.
That's why they took it out of the cosmetics, but they kept it in the food supply. So if
Right.
it's dangerous to rub onto your skin, it's probably even more dangerous to swallow it
It's the
and
act of war.
ingest
That's
it.
war.
And that red dye is in everything.
Everything, bro. Everything
That
that's
shit's
colored.
in everything, y'all. So you gotta think about it. That's an intentional act.
That's crazy, yo.
That's called terrorism, mass
Let me
genocide.
go back
You
to this.
giving that to you allowing that to get into the food supply of billions of people. Tell you the truth, because these you gotta think about it. These foods are traveled everywhere, even though they're sold in the United States. People still have access to them in other countries, even though that these things could be banned in other countries. But this type of stuff travels. So whoever's consuming this stuff is consuming the poison that they intentionally put into that product, knowing what it do. If a regular citizen did that and started selling it out of his house, what you think would happen?
You be in jail, bro.
Niggas would be in jail and they'd say it's a murder. They say
Bro,
it's
if
a murder.
if you open up a restaurant and you was dumping this shit in your food, bro,
Facts.
like I mean, even though people do, because if you go to certain bakeries, they use all that dye and shit to dye, to color the cakes and all that. So,
You get what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm saying if you was to sell it at its rawest form, like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, um, any of these type of chemicals right here that you barely could pronounce and shit, and you was putting that in the food, bro, and people got sick, you would go to jail. So why aren't none of these FDA and these chemical people going to jail? Because if we put that shit in the food and somebody gets sick, we'd be either getting sued or if somebody died, we
sued,
go to
nigga,
jail. We
sued.
go to
We
jail. If
going to
somebody died,
jail.
yeah, if somebody died, we going to jail. So so we got millions of people dying behind red dye, 40
Billions.
and all that shit, right? Why
Billions
ain't
of
nobody
people.
going to jail? It should be bus loads of these motherfuckers going to jail. At this point, I'm talking about from the highest position on down.
Yep.
Bus loads going to jail. Bus loads of people going to jail.
Well, the ones who knew about it, like the science, the
Yeah,
actual scientists, and because they the ones that approved this shit, and their superiors,
yeah.
and everybody from those the places who make the
And the
chemicals, the
people that work there,
pharmaceutical
yeah,
companies,
yeah. That's what I'm
all of
saying.
them need to go to jail because they knowingly making this stuff. Because
Yeah,
they're scientists themselves. They know
right.
what those chemicals do to the human body. You think they ain't test that shit?
Why ain't nobody going to jail?
Exactly. That's the crazy part. Because if any Joe Schmo off the street tried to do the same thing that they did, they going to jail forever.
Yeah,
Forever. They never getting out. So why are we allowing them to do it? And they using our money to do it.
yeah. When you use the people money against them,
Fact.
imprisoning people with their own money, that's
Fact.
This shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, because the government they funnel money through the government giving the pharmaceutical companies money. When they have certain, things that break off like that, that demic. That demic with the pan in front. That demic with the pan in front.
You know
what I mean? They got those companies got billions of dollars of tax dollars to make those things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a revolving door. Government pays the companies and skim off the top, and the company pays the government, and they all skim off the top. It's like it's a cookie jar, and we ain't in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a cookie jar, and we ain't in it. All right. It's letting you know it's an operation, and the thing is, like, you stealing our money and you putting us in an early grave.
Yes.
You stealing the
Exactly
money
what's
and you
going on.
putting us in an early grave at the same time. That's wild, bro. Steal the money and
Right.
put us in an early grave. Wow.
Yeah, they ain't done with us
We
yet.
can't keep letting
It's
this
it's
continue like
yeah,
this.
it's poison from all angles. Drinking water. This article New York Post just put out
Look at that.
yesterday, day before yesterday. Drinking water of 97 million Americans contaminated with, like, you know what I mean? Yep. Unregulated chemicals, y'all. Yep. They're talking about
That's
how
why
it's
I
exposed.
detox all. That's why, bro. I
Right.
I
Right.
detox every day, bro.
Right.
I take the Zeolite. You know what I mean?
And drink
I do
gallons
the
of water.
sauna. I do the
Yep.
sauna. I do all of
Yep.
that, man, because I realize we constantly
Constant
being poisoned.
poison.
I put
Yep.
filters on the shower.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We're being
Filters
poisoned,
on the
y'all. This is
showers.
like an
Gotta put them
active
on.
war
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what else. I don't know how else to take it, because I know these people know what they putting in our food, water, and air, because they're scientists. They know what the stuff do to your body.
Right. So now you got mainstream media starting to report on this shit a lot now, because they know it's like it's something that you can't even hide it, man. It's too many people sick based on, and it's a lot of people waking up to the information.
And yes, we do use our own products.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I use our soaps, our
Use the
body oils,
soap, the
all that,
body,
because
yeah,
we don't
exactly.
F
The
with nothing that got the
CBD.
chemicals in it. That's why
Right.
we only selling y'all the shit that we use,
Exactly.
because we know they poisoning everything.
That was our motto anyway. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
They poisoning everything.
Yep.
We
You
gotta
know,
start supporting people who put out natural stuff, natural food, natural products. It's best to shop at farmers markets.
and butchers.
And yep, farmers markets, butchers, yep. It's better to do that and only shop with local people, man. People that
Yep.
surround you. I'm gonna be real with y'all. These corporations ain't got our best interest at heart. They poisoning us.
Yep. Over 97 million Americans have been exposed to toxic, unregulated contaminants in their drinking water that cloud harm their health, according to the new study. New study, shit, it's old. New study. See, this the shit I be talking about when they be putting these articles out and all that. They be talking about new studies. Man, y'all know what this shit been doing for years, man. According to a new study that adds growing concerns about the quality of U.S. tap water, the Environmental Protection Agency sets legal limits on over 90 contaminants in the drinking water. In
Damn.
their new searches, scientists
Damn.
at the nonprofit of Silent Spring Institute found that 27% of that 4,800 public water systems analyzed detectable levels at least one of four harmful kinds of chemicals not regulated by the EPA.
It's these industries.
And it's the industries, bro.
It's these industries that's just eating everything up and poisoning everything. It's these big industries that's trying to control everybody, and it's making the planet sick, and it's making us sick. It's these huge industries, bro. That's what it is. It's these industries.
It's just crazy, bro.
Once they get their claws into society,
Yep.
they just grow rampant like that, and they don't even care about its own Employees, because they own employees are disposable. The employees are disposable. The general public is definitely disposable. Whatever they could do to keep control, to keep their industry going, no matter how many humans it consume, they don't care. Like the story of the Nephilim. Basically, the corporations are like the Nephilim. These big ass industries just eating its own, basically eating its own people to survive. Because just think about the people who get into these industries. They get swallowed up with the industry. Look at Wendy, a product of that industry. All these industries are just draining our damn souls.
Yeah, Black. You can either grow your own food if you know how, and if you got the land to do it, grow your own food, or go to
This shit
people
is
that got
over.
clean source of food. You know what I mean, let's get
The
into
study
this.
reveals wastewater treatment plants are responsible for 23 million Americans ingesting toxic forever chemicals from their drinking water. While federal regulations are slowly catching up, the widespread contamination means many people are exposed without even knowing it. A team of New York scientists sampled water at 8 different wastewater plants in the U.S. Despite existing treatment technologies to remove impurities, scientists say these molecules can withstand water filtration and enter rivers and lakes, resulting in half of Americans drinking contaminated tap water. These chemicals are commonly used in non-stick cookware, food packaging, medication, and fire suppressant. At least 75% of forever chemicals were found in treated wastewater, but scientists say none of them are on the EPA's radar. The study's lead author says we're identifying really large amounts of chemicals that we know very little about. Right now, the Environmental Agency only regulates 6 forever chemicals, leaving thousands in the water systems, serving 70% of the nation's population. Experts say these chemicals build up in the body over time, leading to long-term exposure risks. The most concerning part, these chemical compounds don't naturally break down, earning the nickname forever chemicals. Scientists have linked these chemicals to health issues like cancer, liver damage, and immune system disruption. The published research suggests climate change could worsen exposure to these chemicals. As drought diminishes lakes and rivers, there's less natural water to dilute the wastewater, potentially impacting the water supply. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Kara Rucker.
So they don't think all these chemicals is so-called affecting the climate. They want to blame it on farms and animals, but they really need to blame it on these corporations with all these chemicals.
It's the chemicals, bro.
It's the chemicals. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn farm animals is causing global warming and fucking climate change. It's chemicals is what's killing the environment. It's all these artificial industrialized chemicals that's being pumped into the food, water, and air that's killing everybody and changing the atmosphere of the planet and making it more toxic. It's the chemicals, y'all. They know that.
Bro.
Now y'all know that. Niggas know it's the chemicals.
It's the chemicals, bro. Chemicals.
Climate change. She gonna bring up climate change. What the hell? Climate change is making it. Climate change. That's not even. That shouldn't even been up for discussion.
Right.
The only thing that's changing in the climate is all these damn different chemicals that's in the climate now. Chemical climate change.
Exactly.
All that shit that they spraying in the air consistently. Every time you go outside, you see them in those planes spraying shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you see all these people walking around with asthma and all that. Saying, oh, asthma run through my family. Nah, you're being poisoned.
You're being poisoned, bro.
You're being poisoned.
Fool you with that dumb ass shit.
Don't let them niggas think you allergic to grass and flowers and shit. It's the stuff that they spraying on the grass and flowers. Yeah, the doctor said I'm allergic to grass and flowers and dead. You ain't allergic to no damn flowers and no grass.
Thanks.
How the hell are you allergic to flowers and grass? Nigga, you allergic to genetically modified flowers and grass and the shit that's sprayed with glyphosate and pesticides and insecticides.
Right.
That's what you're allergic to. It ain't really an allergy, it's that you just being poisoned. I don't want to hear nobody say that dumb shit around me no more. Oh, I'm allergic. Yeah, doctor said I'm allergic to grass. Scratching their throat and shit and all that, thinking it's the grass. Nah, it's the shit they spraying on the grass. That's why the bees were dying. You remember we were going through that where all them bees were just dropping dead? All them birds was just dropping dead? It's because the shit that they spraying. The EPA need to be responsible for that shit. That's the Environmental Protection Agency. That's what they were saying in the article. The EPA need to jump on that shit. The FDA is allowing all the drugs and chemicals in our food. The USDA is allowing them to genetically modify our food and basically experiment with different types of bacteria and shit, making them super bacterias and all that shit. And then you know what I mean? And they all working together with the pharmaceutical companies. Just milking us and basically killing us at the same time with all these poisons. And themselves too. Can't count them out, and killing themselves too. As well as all the animals and the plants and stuff that's in the environment. You poisoning the plants, you poisoning the flowers, the bees that's pollinating the flowers, you poisoning the animals, and most importantly, you poisoning us and yourself, and your kids, and your grandkids, and your grandkids' kids. Do you know how insane you gotta be? Get these jerks out of here. Fucking losers. Slackers.
Like you said, they now they starting to put out, information that these news. Well, I don't understand why they trying to say these new studies. New studies. These new studies are old studies. They know what this shit been doing. They know the results of it
They the
because
ones with all the degrees.
they
They the
know
ones
they
that
know the
like to brag
results of
about
it
their
because
degrees.
they're the ones supplying they're the ones supplying the drugs that's supposed to patch you up. Because I ain't gonna say cure anything. Because a lot of the shit they peddling just patches you up. They know the results of it because they know what caused the results of certain chemicals that they mix together, and they try to provide you medication. Like I told you, it's all one big conglomerate. They mix all these chemicals. They know what these chemicals attack the body. They know what it does to the body, so they try to create drugs to keep you coming back. Because they never going to, supply anything that's going to cure you. They're going to keep supplying you stuff that's going to keep, it's going to keep you coming back, making you dependent basically on pharmaceuticals. Yeah. Yeah. So you walking around with liver damage and shit. You got people that have been on dialysis for you know what I mean, 2 decades and shit with liver damage. And meanwhile, they telling you in these articles that the chemicals is causing liver damage and kidney damage.
That's crazy.
And stuff. Damn, I mean, you got people that been on. Yo, why these motherfuckers ain't getting sued? Why ain't nobody going to jail? Why ain't nobody getting? You know what I mean? Because you got people, like I said, you got people that been on dialysis 10, 15 years, and now they spinning articles saying, you know what I mean, the chemicals is causing kidney failure and liver damage.
Right.
That's crazy, bro.
And we've been exposed
That's
to this stuff.
crazy, bro.
We've
You
been
mean to tell
exposed
me
to this
nobody
stuff
going
in
to
the
jail?
womb.
Right. Like nobody going to jail? They ain't owing out billions and billions of dollars to people? It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But yeah. And that's what I'm saying. If you ain't doing your own education, man, you just gonna get swallowed up out here, man. If you ain't
That's
doing your
crazy,
own,
bro.
you ain't doing your own research, because you can't depend on our health system. You can't depend on our educational system. You can't depend on religion. You can't depend on nobody anybody that got to feed you some shit. You can't depend on that, man. You got to actually do your own research. You got to.
The fact that in some places when you turn on your faucet, you can smell chemicals. That should tell you something right there.
Bro, even for you to turn on your water and see brown shit coming out there, that's just disrespectful.
Bro, both are bad because the brown shit
disrespectful.
means it just wasn't treated with the chemicals.
Right.
But the shit and tell you the truth, the brown shit is probably safer
But
than
then
the chemicals.
but then they got everything running through these old ass rusty pipes too, that with all the lead and shit coming off of.
And that's the crazy part. The brown shit is probably more healthier to drink. Oh, no, none of the shit is healthier.
Nah, that shit ain't
But
healthy.
what I'm telling you is the brown shit is probably better to drink than the chemical shit that we getting. Y'all don't understand how much damage the chemicals are doing to our body. I mean,
well, they just showed you in this article.
We see it, we just not linking it together.
Yeah, well, they just said in the article, let me go down. He said, yeah, it may cause severe kidney and liver damage, possibly even death with high levels of exposure. So you could tell us this in an article and nobody go to jail? You could literally tell us that what's in our with the chemicals
we
that's
talking
in
about
our
synthetic chemicals, supernova, synthetic chemical, industrialized waste.
Yeah, supernova.
Industrialized waste.
You should know what kind of chemicals we talking about.
Because we know there's organic chemicals like water, and then we know there's organic chemicals in the body like insulin and dopamine. Yeah, we know that there's a difference in chemicals, all right? And we got the chemists over here. Supernova, water is a chemical, yeah. But it's not a poisoning chemical, it's an organic chemical that we actually need to survive, and it has to be clean of synthetic chemicals.
We're talking about laboratory,
synthetic, industrialized, harsh chemicals.
That's being put in the food, water, air supply.
Facts.
Deliberately. You're not talking about no natural chemicals, bro.
Not nothing natural, not nothing that occurred naturally on the planet.
And we
talking about things that are mutated. We talking about things, you know what I mean, that's a genetic anomaly or elemental anomaly, just mixing shit together and creating things that our bodies in the environment don't recognize. That's the type of chemicals we talking about.
Yeah, we ain't talking about these chemicals, these colorless chemicals that cause severe irritation, headaches, dizziness, lightheadedness, loss of consciousness, and even death.
Even death.
Even death. We talk about them chemicals, bro. The ones that cause death and liver damage and kidney problems. Them the chemicals we talk about, bro. Yeah, man.
Niggas know the difference in chemicals, bro.
How can they how can they do the study and tell us this and people are literally
still taking it
and death, but ain't nobody going to jail.
And niggas still taking it though, because you're giving them your consent.
Right. Bro, how can they just put these articles out there and tell us?
I wouldn't take that
and tell us this shit, bro. And
that's why I don't take none of that pharmaceutical shit, y'all.
Oh, so they just allowed
telling us to kill you.
So they basically got the license to kill.
Right.
They got
the tell you in the commercial.
Bro. They got the license to kill, bro. Because they can literally put out these articles and tell us these new studies. Yeah, I mean,
nigga, they put it in the commercials that it kill you, bro. Just think about those pharmaceutical commercials.
Yeah, they cause you dizziness.
Right.
Tell you might pass out. You know? Like, bro, I literally got to take something that make me pass out and all that shit, man. I don't want to take it. I'm good. I'm good. This shit is crazy, bro.
That's
bro.
Don't F with any of those pharmaceuticals out there.
Bro, it says which may increase the risk of kidney and other cancers with chronic exposure.
That's wild. And that's in our water supply.
Right.
Because the EPA allowed them to put that stuff in our cookware.
Bro, they said this shit don't break down though. That's why they got a nerve to label this shit forever chemicals, bro. Or forever, what they call it? Forever, yeah, forever chemicals. That means this shit doesn't break down. So if it's going into your body, it doesn't break down. It's just being stored in your joints and in your
Facts,
organs.
facts, and it's
Yo,
dumb
they
and it's
literally,
doing
yo,
damage.
they literally telling us this, and nobody's going to jail. This shit amazes me, bro. That this country is allowed to just have a license to just kill you, and nobody goes to jail. They telling us to our faces that yeah, you're gonna suffer from organs shut, your kidneys gonna shut down,
Right,
your liver gonna shut down.
right.
It may even cause you death, but nobody going to jail. This is this is crazy to me, bro.
And we sit and watch a movie like that and be like, "Oh, that's a crazy reality," not realizing you already live in that reality.
This shit is
They,
crazy,
because those
bro.
people are stupid. They see that what it does to them, and they still gonna take it. You'll sit and watch a movie and say that about a character in the movie, and then you go do it in real life. You get what I'm saying? How crazy this shit is? It's like we in a we watching a Black Mirror episode of ourselves and shit.
Now, peep what they showing you here. That's the very same water that they saying cause liver damage, cause kidney failure. It might cause you even death, right? Look what they treating them. Look what they treating it with. Look what they treating the agriculture with. The same exact water,
The same exact water.
bro. They treating the food with the water, bro.
And spraying extra on the top
And
just for good measure. And spraying extra on the top. It's in the water and they spray extra of it on the top for good
on the
measure.
top.
To make
They
sure we
spray,
did.
yo, they spraying the crops. Not only that, they're taking the food and processing it and putting more chemicals in
And
it.
putting more chemicals in it.
Bro, ain't nobody going to jail yet. they facing electric chair at this point, lethal injection at this point.
Yeah, because
It's past.
food is lethal injection.
It's way past going to jail. People should be getting lethal injection at this point. The very same chemicals they poison us with, they should be getting that direct shot to their vein. Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is insane, bro. Why do you think everybody crazy? Now y'all realize why everybody's crazy in America? Bro, they treating the food, they treating agriculture, they growing the food and spraying the food with the same water that they saying is causing liver damage, kidney damage, and death. It's insane, bro.
And then they spray more chemicals.
Then they spray it with the pesticide.
Right. And then they process it with more chemicals to turn it into chips or turn it into pie or flour or sugar.
Yeah. Crazy, bro.
Whatever they turn it into, yeah, they got to use more chemicals to turn it into that. And then they got to add more chemicals to it to put as a preservative.
Yeah,
so it don't go bad on the shelf.
Bro.
So it's like chemical on top of chemical on top of another chemical on top of another chemical.
At this
and
point,
they all synthetic. And all those chemicals are proven to cause health problems in the human body and in the environment.
At this point, United States is
just throw the whole damn government away at this point.
It's an insane.
Just throw the whole
bro.
damn government away.
We living in fucking Gotham City. This whole America is Gotham damn City, bro.
Yeah, just throw this shit away. This is over, y'all. That's why we so crazy.
Well, that's why, yeah, right.
All them damn fights at the Waffle House and McDonald's and all that. That's because them niggas is on those chemicals.
Bro, the violence in America is 10 times worse than
10 times worse than anywhere. Yeah,
anywhere, bro.
Anywhere.
And now you see why we being poisoned at the highest level, the highest degree,
level, bro.
The highest degree, bro.
The highest of the
bro,
highest.
They literally could do articles and tell us this shit to our face. We're killing you to your face. Yes, your water we supply is knocking you off. Yes, it's making you sick. Yeah, we actually using the same water. Yeah, to grow your food as well. Yes. And we're coloring your food with red dye and blue 40, and that's causing cancer. Yo, they telling us to our face that all these things that they doing to us is killing us, bro. And we just sit back and we just cool with it. We cool with it, man. America's is the coolest place, bro. We cool as shit. We just too cool for everything. America's just too goddamn cool for everything. We cool. We too cool. We too cool. You know what I mean? We too smooth. You know what I mean? America's the shit, boy. We the best country on the planet. At the same time, our government's killing us.
Bro, when you travel out of the states, you can tell the food is different.
Right.
Like we get completely different food in the United States than other countries.
Right.
Like the quality is very bad in the United States. And when other people from other countries come here and they eat our food, they say it tastes like chemicals.
They get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but America's the best place on the planet, but our government's killing us and telling us to our face that they doing it. They ain't even hiding this shit. They telling us to our face that they don't what they doing. They have to tell us in order to get our consent.
They don't got my damn consent. I don't want to eat none of that shit.
Me neither. They don't have
and
my
I don't.
consent neither.
I don't, bro. I
right.
don't eat none of that shit.
Nope.
I don't buy none of that. I don't take no pharmaceuticals.
Nope.
I don't eat none of that shit out of the package anymore. I don't F with none of it. I don't even remember the last time I ate any of that type of shit. People gotta start getting back to eating real food again. You gotta eat simple. Yeah, I mean, eating simple don't mean it ain't got flavor. You can grow your own herbs and shit right in your kitchen. Season your shit and just go to places like farmers market and buy directly from the farmers and stop buying from all these big corporations.
This shit crazy to me, bro. And they using it in the same even the animals is drinking the same damn water. Not only that, they shooting the damn animals up with all types of
with the same pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah,
it's a
all type of steroids,
antibiotics, and they get all the same stuff. The vaccines, all that. They get it all. They get all of it. The same shit we getting.
Y'all wonder why this country's so damn crazy? And y'all wonder why everything is why people are so damn crazy.
Yeah, the pharmaceutical companies, they sell to the FDA and the USDA and the EPA. They sell their chemicals to all those different organizations to basically approve to let you know what I mean, so they can approve all that shit to go into our products. It's like, are they because it ain't like do they actually need more money, or they just deliberately trying to wipe us off, the population?
The PFAS
population, bro. It has to be.
Enters the farm through the water, soil additives and chemical inputs in the soil, bro. Through the water, into the soil. That means the food is being grown with the chemicals in it, bro. Then they process it in the lab and add more chemicals and shit to it through the food plants. They add more chemicals in this shit. That is crazy to me, bro. It says where are they taken up by the plants and the livestock, inhaled by farm workers, eventually ending up in the food and animal waste. So they said there are 12,000 types of PFAS and current testing methods that cannot detect all. See, they can't even detect all the shit, bro. They can't even detect all the chemicals. Like you said earlier, it's chemicals that's not even on the list because they can't even detect some of them drones, bro. Says the EPA announced in April that they will begin regulating 6 types of PFAS in drinking water in 2029. Why they gotta wait? Why they gotta wait till all this time? Put all this time in between.
You know they can detect that chemical, right? Because if they're able to add that chemical to food or add it to pans or whatever they add it to, they definitely able to detect it. If they're able to add it to something, they're able to detect it. anything that they consciously are using, any chemical or anything that they working with that they actually consciously put into our products, they got methods to detect it also. Now they just effing with our intelligence now, because you know what I mean? They think that we're all dumbed down, that these chemicals all affected us in the same way, but it didn't.
It's crazy. But then they mixing all these chemicals together, which causing a different type of reaction. Yo, bro, these are like
that makes it even worse.
Bro, these are like thousands upon thousands of chemicals mixing together, bro. That is insane.
That's on another level. That's on another level.
If you read in the back of a package and they got like 50 ingredients in the back of it,
supermarket cakes.
That shit, that's all them chemicals mixed together. That's 50 chemicals all mixed in together, bro. And that you gotta realize some of those chemicals,
supermarket desserts,
like the sugars and shit, are chemical-based sugars that they're using. So they're actually using chemicals to even produce the sugars that's going into that shit. So it might be a lot of shit in there that's not even on the back of the ingredients. That's what I'm saying. It might be other shit in there that's not on the ingredients list.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. That's why I say it ain't even trust. You can't even trust your food coming from these corporations anymore. That's why we telling y'all to start going to local farmers and start shopping with your local people. You can find out where these people are in your area. Google search will tell you that.
All right.
Farmers markets near me.
See, now you just gotta
farms near me.
You gotta be conscious aware of this shit, man.
You know what I'm saying? And you can ask the people there directly if they use these chemicals in their food. Because a lot of the farmers that go to those farmers markets, they grow the stuff themselves anyway. They grow their own food and they raise their own cattle and all that. So you will know what they're using. And I'm just letting you know, all of the smaller farms, the smaller family farms and all that, they don't usually use all those chemicals. It's the ones who's farming for the industrial business, for the big companies.
Yeah, it's the ones with the big companies.
Yeah, it's the ones who's farming for the big companies.
Right.
They gotta use those chemicals because those companies are getting paid.
Contract. Yeah, they
contracted
with the they contracted with the food corporations.
They getting paid by them pharmaceutical companies, basically.
The food
and the government at the same time, indirectly.
Right. Yeah, so it's all like they all being contracted by the chemical companies. The food companies, corporations are contracted by the chemical companies to put it in the food and process, use it on a farm, all the pesticides and all that. Yeah, a lot of these food corporations are contracted by the chemical companies, man.
If you need to drive 2 hours to get your food, it's worth it. If you need to set up a date where you actually do that, like where you plan to do that, I know people have busy work schedules and all that, but if you able to put a date aside where you actually go, if you need to travel 2 hours to a farmer's market to stock up, I suggest y'all do that because they really poisonous. That if you just look around all of the the different types of clinics for your people with kidney problems and all that, the leukemia clinics and all that stuff, it got a bunch of kids, adult, like older people, kids, adult. That goes to show you there's something that's poisoning all of us when you see every generation in those clinics filled to the brim.
Every generation, right?
Every generation, from the babies on up. From the babies on up to the grandparents.
That's true.
Like, that means that we're being poisoned intentionally, y'all. And it's kind of hard to see it because we was all born into it. But, and they lied to us about how our ancestors lived, unless you had grandparents, you know what I mean? If you born in like the 60s, if you was born in like the 70s and 80s, 80s and 90s, a lot of y'all probably got grandparents that lived a lot longer. Like 99, 100. You know what I mean? That's because they ate real food around those times.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They really started experimenting with this stuff. It started like in the 60s and 70s, but it wasn't as widespread until like the 90s.
Right.
Then it just started getting outrageous in the 90s with all this fake ass food. And it's like we're growing up to that fake.
Right. We seen more and more and more commercials, bro, with just all types of
Right.
just silly shit, man. Just
Facts.
all these cartoon figures on these cereal boxes and all this
Yeah,
extra
it's
shit.
getting
Like
wild.
they was going crazy with it to get our parents to buy that shit for us.
Those of us who grew up in the 90s, I think we seen the high.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I think we
bro.
seen high. Yeah.
That's when they really started rolling it out. Just think about all them commercials in the 90s, all them different candies and shit, fruit roll-ups, fruit gushers, and all
Yeah,
that,
right.
all that shit, bro.
All
Like
that shit, bro.
they had a new cereal for every character that came
every
out,
week,
bro.
every week. Yeah,
They
they came
started
out with
that
a new
shit. They
cereal.
started
Yeah,
that shit in the. They really started it in the 90s, bro. They
in
start. I
the
mean, it
90s,
was
bro.
earlier. They
And in the 80s,
start. They
yeah.
had some cereals like that even
Yeah,
in
the
the
80s.
60s, because you know the
Yeah.
Frankenberries and all that shit. But they put that shit into hyperdrive in the 90s, bro. I mean, it got crazy in the 90s.
Yeah, but they
Ninja
had
Turtle
yeah,
pies,
Ninja
Batman
Turtle cereal.
cereal, Barbie
Every cartoon,
cereal, like it's
yeah,
all
every
types of
cartoon,
shit.
yeah, every cartoon had a cereal. Every
Now
cartoon
it's the
had their
status
cereal.
quo.
Yeah,
Now it's the status quo. It's just how the industry is now. But that's when it started. Like the height of it was in the 90s, bro. It got
yeah,
crazy, bro.
that shit got crazy with it.
It got crazy. It got mad crazy. Mad crazy. And then you start seeing more sick people.
Yeah, yeah,
You ain't
Vanessa, I
see
feel
kids
you,
with
but it's people,
diabetes.
you
You
got
ain't
people
see kids with
suffering though.
diabetes in school when we was in school, bro. Like growing
Vanessa,
up in the 90s and shit, we ain't see no
yeah,
kids with no damn diabetes. Now you see kids with diabetes.
and then everybody don't get a chance to make it. Vanessa Walcott, I said, you said we eat poison every day, but we still here. Praises to the Most High. Not everybody's here, and not everybody's healthy neither. There's a lot of people suffering from this shit. So they might be
Facts.
they might be living, but they suffering. So that's not really living if you suffering. You know what I mean? That's not living. A lot of people ain't really healthy behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they got nerve to come out and be talking about new studies and shit. All the chemicals and shit in the water and the food causing liver damage and cancer and you know, you know what I mean? All type of diseases and all that. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah,
No.
that's some yeah. Yeah, that's some BS that they able to get away with this for
All
sure.
right. Like you mean to tell me ain't nobody knocking on these motherfuckers' doors? They telling us to our face what they doing. Ain't nobody knocking on no doors. Ain't nobody going to jail. This shit crazy to me, bro. At this point, it's like F law enforcement. It should be some citizens arrest going the fuck on around here. F all waiting for law enforcement.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm
to
saying?
be honest with you, I think majority of the people don't care.
That's what
I
they.
mean,
That's why they able to
it's
come
a
out
big
telling.
population growing of people that do care.
That's why they
Don't get
able to
it
tell us
wrong.
this,
It's a big population, but it's just not enough
bro.
people that care, bro.
Bro, let them put out an article like this in another country and see if they by the morning the motherfuckers ain't marching down and knocking on their parliament doors and
Facts.
shit like that.
Facts.
Let them put an
That's
article
true.
out like this in Europe and see what the hell happened.
That's true.
Let them put
Or
an
like
article
places like
in Canada.
Russia or
Yeah,
yep.
Russia or any place. Let them put out an article like this and telling their citizens what they doing to them and see what happens. This the only country they able
Well,
to get away with
Canadians
that
ain't gonna
shit.
do shit, bro, because
Well,
they
yeah, I ain't
just
worried
as
about.
bad as
Yeah, I
we
know.
are. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
yeah, that's
Canadian,
true.
not
Not Canadian.
Canada. They
Right,
don't give a shit neither.
right.
You gotta say places like
Like
Italy
Russia,
or
Italy, Russia, or even Great Britain, shit like that. I mean, even though they still got some poison shit, but it ain't as much as America though.
yeah,
America like the
yeah,
dumping ground.
we over the
It's the
top with
dumping
it,
ground.
bro.
Yeah, this the dumping ground.
We over the
Yeah,
top with it.
it's the dumping ground. So now it's really about you just educating yourself and just saying, fuck it, I don't want it. And if they get enough people saying they don't want it, then that'll put them niggas out that'll put their ass out of business.
It ain't enough people,
Ain't
man.
enough
When you go
people
out
though.
there,
Yeah, it ain't enough. All right.
still see McDonald's around the corner, or the drive-through, all them
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Say one's got 50 ingredients in that damn chicken. I'm like, how
I
could you
mean,
fit 50 ingredients inside? And it's 50 it's like chemicals though. It's not like ingredients like salt, pepper, this. Nah, ingredients as in synthetic chemicals.
preserve, yeah, it'd be like a lot of it be for, chemical basedness,
Facts.
preservatives and
That's wild, bro. And people be because a lot of people ain't educated on it. And some people who is educated on it, they say, oh, whatever, people gotta die from something.
yeah, and
But then
not
they
not
go to
only
the
that, and then
doctor and they believe the bullshit that the doctor tell. Oh, it's genetic. Yeah, it's a genetic. Nah, nigga, it's that Popeye's chicken sandwich that you eat every day that's giving you that problem. But you ain't gonna admit it. You just gonna you rather blame it on your genetics.
and then
And
they
Popeye chicken sandwich too goddamn good to be blaming it on that. You gotta blame it on your genetics.
but then people wonder why the environment fucked up because I mean if you peddling in all these different type of chemicals, man, it's going to mess up the environment because the waste got to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So where it's going in the ocean, digging holes, putting it in the ground, putting it in the food, water supply. It has to go somewhere.
SM said people will always want to buy cheap food because they'll feel they have no choice. Yeah, they buy cheap food, but they have an expensive phone in their pocket. They buy cheap food, but they have an expensive car outside and some and a very expensive shoes on or sneakers on. But then they say, "Oh, my food I gotta buy cheap," and that's the shit that's going in your body. I mean, it's priorities. I mean, you
Bro,
gotta
they
think
did it.
about it. It's
It's
priorities. I mean,
psychological.
you're gonna spend your last on a phone or some shit like that, or you gonna spend your last on some nutritious food that ain't poison
Right.
with nothing.
Psych,
I mean,
bro, that's why
hey,
it's
it's your choice. I
psychological.
ain't knocking nobody but don't complain that you can't afford the food
Right.
when you got an expensive ass phone in your pocket or the expensive ass bill at the end of the month.
Right.
It's just priorities. That's what it's just priorities. Let's just be real about it. We could give excuses all day, but hey, you're gonna still have to pay because them high ass medical bills, which is in the medical bills, you're only paying for them to make you sicker. Because all they're gonna do is give you some shit that's gonna make you sicker anyway, or just dependent and sicker at the same time. So you just effing yourself over and over again. It's like it's a cycle that they created that we easily fall into. We ain't conscious of it. We're gonna keep repeating that shit.
And that's what they bank on.
Right. We all just
But
we gonna keep telling ourselves the same that we all gotta die from something. You eat the shit every day, you get sick, you go to the doctor. Oh, I bet you have diabetes in your family, huh? And high blood pressure and stroke. Yeah, my aunt, she just died of diabetes, and then my mom, my grandmama on my dad's side, she got diabetes. So yeah, of course I'm gonna get diabetes. Yeah, you're right, doc. Nah, they poisoning your asses.
nah, it
This
ain't
is
it
that
ain't that. It's the eating habits
right
that we all inherited.
facts. That's
Because
what it is.
it's the eating habits that we all inherited. Because
That's what it is.
if such and such in your family is eating crazy, I mean, and you staying away from that, then you're not gonna have that. Just that's how it go.
But a lot of us don't stay. We all eat what our family eat.
Yeah, we eat what our family eat.
So it
Yeah,
looks like it's genetics. It's
right.
only genetics based off of habits, but not actually off of bloodline.
Yeah,
It's genetics based off of environmental is what I mean.
environmental. Right.
Yeah.
Environmental.
Yeah, it's environmental.
Yeah, it is.
You're gonna eat the food that you grew up in your environment eating. And it happens to be poison. So it ain't really got nothing to do with your blood genetics. It's more so your environment because they just putting poison in our areas.
For facts.
You know what I'm saying? We all know, those of us who lived in our community in the hood, we know it's harder to get healthier food in the hood.
Right.
Like I said, niggas got to drive 2 hours or set up a ride or something to drive 2 hours to get real food. It's worth it, y'all.
Yeah.
It is. It's worth it. Not just in the long run, and even in the short term run, you will feel better. Most people don't know how bad they feel until they start eating healthy.
Yeah, right.
And they feel so good
That's
eating
true.
healthy that they believe that they feel really good. Like, nah, you're just feeling normal right now. It's just that you felt like shit so much before, and you were feeling like that for so long, you thought that's how you're supposed to feel.
Yeah, right.
And that's people who've been born in the poisoning. You've been born into the
Yeah, we've
poisoning.
been born into that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all been born into that
Yeah,
shit.
you was born into the poisoning.
We didn't have a good source of clean food like growing up in the, you know what I mean?
Hell
Certain
no.
areas and shit. Like we ain't had a good source of that shit. Like our surroundings was, you know what I mean, what it was. You know, low end supermarkets and shit that sold low quality food. Um, you know, convenience stores on every corner and shit. Low quality Chinese food and shit like that on the corner. Like that's the shit we grew up on. All the penny candy and shit they flooded our hood with. That's the shit that's the shit that was in our vicinity.
Shit, if you live in the hood, you better off shopping in either. If you can't travel that far, you better off shopping in the foreign shops like the Chinaman and all them. I ain't talking about the Chinese store with the shit that they cook us.
Now you talking
I'm
about
talking
like
about shop where they shop, like when they import their goods from their country into, because usually that shit be fresh.
yeah, right.
That shit be, and it don't be sprayed. It naturally comes from not sprayed with nothing. Like you go to the Spanish spot, they have some motherfucking mangoes and all that shit that ain't sprayed with it. It's actually from their country that they from.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta do that because a lot of the food from other countries are safer than our food here. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be better off going to one of those like Korean joints, some Korean spot, Chinese spot. You know what I mean?
Or
Even if
halal.
sometimes Jamaican joints or
Yeah, I mean you
the halal
go
joints,
to the halal man. The halal man got, you know,
or even a Jewish man.
or even the Jew yeah,
Yeah, even go to
the kosher man or the
right.
halal man.
Facts.
You know what I mean, Amish man, something.
Yep.
I mean, shit like that.
That's as close as the nature, because you realize a lot of them don't be having the same health problems we have when they eating the shit that they eat in their own country.
Right.
They only start having them problems when they start eating the shit here. When they come to the United States and they start sneaking some of our foods into their diet, which it's inevitable.
Yeah,
Living
the
here, you're going to
vegetable
eat the
oils.
poison. Yeah, living here, you're going to eat
Yeah,
the
it's kind of
poison.
hard to escape a
It's
lot of that shit living
100%
in
right.
America, bro.
It's
Because now,
hard.
because we just showed you in the article, they treating a lot of the fucking food with the water. Like even like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like
So
even if
even
you
cooking your safe food in the water is a hazard.
right.
So even if your food wasn't poisoned, once you put it in that poisonous pan that got the PFAs on it, or cook it in that
Yeah,
poisonous water, then it
yeah,
becomes poisonous anyway.
yeah. Or even if you
That's
washing your
crazy,
meat,
bro.
even if you washing your meats and shit with it, it's a done deal. Like and you got some people, you know, like they showing you that the farms, I mean the PFAS is getting into the farms through the water supply. You know what I mean, that shit's going from the farm to the process lab. You know what I mean, I call them process labs. I don't even call them shit food plants. Kept, you know what I mean, where they processing the food, but then you taking the meat and you washing it down, which is the water from your zinc, and you putting more chemicals on that shit, bro. Like people be washing their chicken and all that shit in the sink. I mean, you know, from the spigot water and all that shit, bro. You put more chemicals on your shit.
Facts, Infinity. Niggas will ride out to kill, but they won't ride out to get healthy. I know, right?
All right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
people, yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's
That's
just
true.
lot of psychological damage been done. It's been a lot of psychological damage, bro.
I mean, to tell you the truth, a lot of people gave up anyway, so they don't give a shit how they just want to just keep being sick. Like that's all I could afford. That's all I eat. That's all I know to eat. That's something I don't care what anybody say. That'd be their mindset. And they get sick and they go to the doctor, and the doctor will give them more chemicals to get sick even more. And that's just that be their life until they ain't here no more. Never really get to live life. It's hard living life when you sick all the time. And the thing is, we're gonna really have to become more aware of this, because eventually ain't gonna be no niggas left on this. We keep going at this rate. Ain't gonna be barely anybody left. Hey, maybe some worlds that's a good thing. Get a planet time to heal itself. We done F this planet up, y'all.
Man, he said I felt Woody T said I felt bad after a week of eating canes.
Hell yeah, Cane's, yeah. You know Cain killed Abel, so you was able for a week.
They say able for a week. He wasn't able for a week. Is what
Right.
he's saying. Shit.
Fucking around wasn't able for a week.
He wasn't.
He ate Cane's. It felt bad the whole week. Shit. Don't be out here eating a diet of Cain or the son of Cain.
He said poison is inevitable. Yeah. I mean, it's all around us, but I mean, if you conscious of it, then you just, you try to subdue it as much as possible. Try to subdue it as much as possible, but I mean, shit, you go outside, you're gonna breathe that shit in, and you spray in the atmosphere any damn way. But you try to, combat it as much as possible. I mean, because who want to be walking around in pain all goddamn day?
That's why we tell y'all to do the detox.
Yeah.
That's why we tell y'all to do the detox. Because what happens is your organs are supposed to automatically be able to get rid of that type of stuff, but when it accumulates in the body, because you get so much of it that your organs can't even get it all out, because it gets backed up and it just sits there and it causes damage. That's why it says that stuff called liver damage, kidney damage. It's literally damaging your major organs. Like, that's worse than contacting salmonella or listeria, or what they try to scare y'all with. Like, those bacteria, your body can fight listeria, and it might be a crazy battle, you know what I mean, with the going to the bathroom and throwing up and all that. As long as you stay hydrated, you will survive through it. But these chemicals, on the other hand, these forever chemicals that they putting in everything and spraying on everything, your body don't know how to get rid of that. So it just sits there and accumulates, and as it sits there in your body, it literally does damage as it sits in your body. That's why we telling y'all to detox with the zeolite and shit like that. And the different herbs and stuff. Because like, if you don't do that, you just gonna get sicker and sicker.
Right.
Because that stuff it ain't gonna go nowhere. It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's just gonna sit in your body and cause damage.
So I can play this video, because they need to be treating our water supply. If you saying all them chemicals in there, y'all saying them chemicals are causing liver, kidney damage, death, cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to start treating that water supply with shit that get rid of those chemicals and heavy metals and all that shit. Y'all, there's a solution to it. It is.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, we have natural shit on this earth that can actually, and shit, zeolite always, you know what I mean? Like, zeolite, they didn't cleaned up toxic environments with zeolite, yo. Like,
they been doing that.
They been using that. Like, even in Los Angeles, they was treating the soil with zeolite, because they saying the soil was contaminated with heavy metals. So they used zeolite and sprayed the soil down with the zeolite, just to treat the soil. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can play this video. Let me know if y'all can.
Yep.
We're Zeolite Australia, and our family been mining.
This is Australia. Australia already uses zeolite to clean up water and shit. That's what they use over there in Australia. America's always last on the list to get caught on any damn thing. This like the dumping ground for every chemical, anything you want to get off, yeah, dump it in America.
In processing zeolite.
The people here accept it. You know what I mean?
We're Zeolite Australia, and our family have been mining and processing zeolite at our Werris Creek facility for a range of agriculture, land and water treatments since 1992. Zeolite Australia have a responsibility to leave this.
See? Australia said they've been treating their water supply and they, they soil and all that with zeolite since 1992. Why is America always behind in some shit? Doesn't make no damn sense. Anyway, that's
Australia also banned their animals from being vaccinated too.
Right.
So they don't have the vaccinated meat in Australia.
Nope.
This world a better place for future generations. And in our attempts as a society to feed and support a rising global population, we're unintentionally polluting our environment and placing our aquatic and economic ecosystems at risk. At Zeolite, we've realised this is a global issue and it needs a sustainable solution.
In the last 50 years, what we've seen is a doubling of the global population. Now, one of the unintentional consequences of this is that we've got pollution, particularly in our waterway. We're seeing excess nutrients of nitrogen and phosphorus in our water, and phosphorus by far is the most significant one. It's actually having a negative impact on our water and economic ecosystems. And unless we come up with more sustainable methods, we're going to cause irreversible damage. We've developed a product at Zeolite Australia called P-Zorb, which not only captures phosphorus, but enables us to regenerate and reuse it. This sort of technology will put Australia at the forefront of environmental management.
This innovation starts from basically mining. Then we have rocks of zeolite crushed into smaller particle size. For our science, the smaller the better, up to a level though. And then we get them. We need to clean them very well because we don't want to have deposition of material on impurities. Then very thin layer of rare earth element is applied on the surface that makes this material very efficient in absorbing phosphorus and other contamination. So then we will compact this into columns that water will go through it, or in some application, just put it in a cartridge and basically put it in water.
Once that's fully loaded, we're actually able to remove that product out and replace it with fresh coated zeolite. So we're continually to catch the phosphorus itself. So we're actually removing the phosphorus from the environment and then giving us the opportunity for regeneration or reuse. And that's one of the most unique aspects of this product. It means we can clean and keep working on improving the environment all the time.
Our result concluded that 1 kilogram of this coated zeolite can clean up 1 megaliter of water. So it's very effective. We have developed a method to do that cleaning without harming the environment and do it cheaply and effectively. And it's already scaled up. The coating, we are at experimental scale up. It's now gone to clean a lake in US for testing. And next step for us is to actually continue that testing in larger scale in Australia, and while the company is actually working on mass production for export and use in Australia.
This is an innovation that really has the potential to change the world, because the impact of this is not us today. It's about future generations. We're going to leave this world in a better place.
You mean to tell me this country can't clean up their water supply with the zeolite, and we got a place called Hawaii where the volcanoes produce this shit like nothing? You mean to tell me America's still behind and last with cleaning the water supply in this country? Well, we got a volcanoes in Hawaii that produce zeolite like nothing.
I don't think they want to clean our water supply. They
don't want to
poison
clean it. They want to poison this on purpose. Yeah,
It's depopulation.
Depopulation, bro.
It ain't no explanation for this. There's no other explanation besides that. That's the only thing I can think of. To the point they doing it at this magnitude knowingly. I mean, they don't have to. So what we telling y'all is what they're treating our water with now is basically dangerous chemicals, stuff that shouldn't even be on your skin. That's a skin irritant. Chlorine is a skin irritant. Like, you're not supposed to be consuming chlorine or even bathing in it or nothing. It's not even supposed to come in contact with your skin, but it's in our water supply. Same thing with fluoride. Now, there's synthetic fluoride and there's natural fluoride that occur in water, but they add the synthetic fluoride into the water
All right.
supply. Why they do that, I don't know. Because that don't clean up the water supply at all. So I don't know why they got to add that in there. Because it don't need to be in there.
All right.
So just letting y'all know, instead of using zeolite, they using chemicals that shouldn't even be in our body or on our body. So they're poisoning not only the food and everything, but this is proof that they poisoning the water supply.
All right.
It's crazy.
And they show you that the zeolite is safe. It's safe for the environment, for pets, for animals. You know what I mean? Plant life and all that. You know what I mean? Like that's why I don't understand. Like United States actually has a source of zeolite from Hawaii, and we don't even use the shit, bro. America don't even use it. That's insane to me, bro. Yeah, I mean, we don't even have to outsource the zeolite from other countries to even, you know what I mean, to even treat the water here. Hawaii is in America. I mean, United States. Got to remember, Hawaii. Some people be thinking Hawaii is like another country and shit. Nah, Hawaii is the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
That produces zeolite endlessly. You know what I'm saying? Like endless. It's constantly produced zeolite. Like, so I don't understand why. Like you said, they just deliberately
It's
killing us,
deliberate,
bro. They
right?
doing it deliberately now, bro.
Yeah, because
They doing it deliberate.
they know how to do things without causing harm to the people and the environment. But they just choose not to. Because other countries are doing it. Other countries are using safe, you know what I mean, safe methods to clean their water supply and taking the necessary precautions not to allow poisons into their food supply or their water supply. But America, we don't care at all. We just let them just run rampant on the land. All types of genetically modified experiments, all types of experimental chemicals, experimental bacteria, experimental viruses. You know what I'm saying? They doing all that stuff with our tax dollars, to be honest with you. That's the crazy part about all this. It's wild, bro. Hey, you know what, man? Some people, you know, I guess some people are here just to be serving them. Because you gotta think about it, some people you could get this information to, and they just don't care at all. They don't care about, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, all right, you supposed to be there for them. Like you said, it's a time and a season for everything. So these people must be being used for a destructive time, so things can be rebuilt. You can look at it in that way too, because there's no way that you would have these motherfuckers are poison themselves to poison everybody else. Because you gotta think about it. The people who's poisoning us, they're being affected by the same exact poisons that they poisoning us with. Knowingly being affected by it. So that right there tells me that they're mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they used to be like mad scientists. Like, they actually already went crazy. These are people who already went crazy that's running things. Because they have to be crazy themselves. So that makes me go to the conclusion that society really done lost its mind. What they say, the crazies is running the insane asylum. The Joker is running the insane asylum. And it's like current Earth that we on is like the insane asylum, specifically in the United States. And the Joker is running it. That's crazy to me, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Finny. Say I love y'all. Y'all saved my life coming home from Boston. Y'all have no idea. It was the night of the Black. What's that? Russian.
Oh, Russian icon.
Russian icons. September 22nd. Love y'all. We appreciate that, Infinity 77. Appreciate that. Yeah, trying to put, you know what I mean, gotta put the information out, man. Regardless of because you got some people that's going to gravitate towards the information, and it's gonna make a change on them. It will, especially if they got it in their hearts that they want to change. You know what I mean, they want to do better. You know, they want to live better for them and their family. They're gonna gravitate towards the information. That's the good thing about the truth is that the truth is going to come to you like nothing when you got a desire in your heart to know it. That's the one thing about the universe. They don't play no games. When you know the truth, it's going to be presented to you one way or another. You're going to gravitate towards it. Said does
Gravitate
Zeolite
towards.
help with oh shit hey, I'm trying to get to the questions. I see this video got questions. Anto said oh shit. Said does Zeolite help with asthma, iron deficiency, migraines, and allergies?
I don't know
Well,
about iron deficiency. I don't know about the iron deficiency part. That's not gonna help with that. You're gonna need to get iron.
yeah,
You're gonna have to eat. You're gonna have to eat foods that's high in iron.
Yeah.
As far as asthma, I don't know if it'll help with that because if it's something in your environment that's constantly causing asthma, what you have to do first is remove yourself out of that environment that's causing asthma. It could be mold, it could be a pet, it could be something that your neighbor is spraying on their lawn. I don't know what it is, but as far as with asthma, yeah, I don't know. Allergies, the same thing with that. Environmental. Like what are you allergic to? Like, I mean, it'll help with detoxing if you got heavy metals. Now, if your migraines are being caused by like heavy metals or something like that, or some type of toxin that's in your body, it might help with that. But then you gotta drink a lot of water behind it when you take zeolite. But any of that other stuff, I don't know. It's not 100%. I mean, it have helped some people in those ways, but I don't know if it'll help everybody in the same way 100%. I don't know. The iron deficiency thing, definitely not. Like zeolite don't add iron to your body, so if it's an iron deficiency, yeah, you're gonna have to do something to get your iron up. And we ain't no doctors or nothing. This is just anecdotal stuff that we seen other people do or we did ourselves. Iron deficiency, yeah, that's probably a lot of people is lacking iron because a lot of our minerals and shit has been removed out of our foods because the soil have been stripped. The soil have been stripped of all its nutrients due to the type of agriculture we got going on. The genetically modified foods that they plant and the herbicides and stuff that they spray, it literally sucks all the minerals out of the dirt. So we're not getting the proper minerals from our food anymore. To be honest with you.
some
A lot of our dirt in the United States been stripped of all its minerals, so a lot of
yeah.
us is malnourished.
Might want to get
You
you
could
some
be
grass
fat
fed.
and malnourished at the same time.
There's an Anto D Morella or Morel. Might have to get you some liver, grass fed liver.
Yeah, right. Grass fed beef
If
liver,
you eat meat, if you eat
chicken
meat,
liver. Yep,
yeah,
yeah,
get you
that'll definitely get your
some
iron
organ
back
meat,
up
some
quick.
good organ meats, some good organ meat to help you get your liver. Get your liver levels. I mean your iron levels
Just
up.
red meat, period.
Yeah,
Just make
yeah,
sure it's from a clean source. People, beef is bad. No, no,
no,
chicken is actually worse. To be honest with
yeah.
you, people want to go about what's worse and what's this and what's that. But that'd be the fat. That's the most available to your
Some iron,
body when it comes to breaking down foods for iron. Yeah, it's red meat. That's just what it is.
particularly organ meats.
Organ meats, facts.
There's more iron in
More
organ
so liver though.
liver.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't tolerate liver,
Yeah, a
so
lot of
these guys just
yeah.
gotta do red meat.
I
Or
mean,
you
but
could
if
go,
you,
you could
I
get
mean,
it
if
grind
you,
into the regular red
I
meat, and you
mean,
won't even be able to tell.
yeah, about to say grind it to your
Well,
ground
they
beef
sell
or
it
something.
like that. It's some place, Whole Foods even sell it like that. You could buy the
Yeah,
pack. It's expensive as hell, but you could buy a pack of ground beef that got the liver, the
organ.
kidneys,
Yeah,
and the heart mixed
yep.
into the grind. You don't even taste it.
Nope.
Just tastes like regular hamburger meat. But yeah, that'll get your iron up real quick.
Even better than iron supplement.
Yeah, that iron supplement shit don't work, bro. And if it does work, sometimes it works too good, and then you have the iron, some type of you can get some type of acid, like some type of effect from too much iron in your body, and that only happens from the synthetic shit, from them supplements. Yeah, I wouldn't trust the supplements because your body don't know how to break that shit down when it's those supplements. Your body break down organic food matter better than supplements, and that's just real. A lot of those supplements be filled with fillers anyway. And it don't even be that much actual medicine or anything in them joints.
Right.
A lot of times that shit just be a bunch of filler, y'all.
Shit, Nicole said, "Yummy. You must like liver."
Yeah, shit. I mean, some people don't like the taste of it though. And that's understandable. I mean, the way it tastes, it do taste, you know what I mean? A little, you can taste the iron in that shit. That's how you know it works. The liver actually tastes like iron. Let's be real. So you know you're getting iron with that.
Yeah, if you want to get your iron levels up, I mean, just look at it as, I mean, you might not like the taste of liver, but
Yeah,
just look
right.
at it as medicine. It's medicine, so that'll help you process the taste better. Like shit, my body needs this. You know
I
what I
mean, the
mean?
best way to mask liver is putting it like you eat spaghetti and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas eat spaghetti and shit. You just make it like spaghetti meat. Like mix it in with that with your regular hamburger. You ain't gonna taste it with all the sauce and shit on there. But other than that, or like chili or something like that.
Yeah, spice it up nice. Yeah,
Yeah. It's crazy out here, man. I feel like a lot of these individuals should be in jail for allowing all this poison in our food. That's crazy. And in our water supply. That shit is crazy.
I agree.
I don't even understand. And the thing is, it's like they should be thrown in jail or like a crazy house because you gotta think about it. These individuals have to be crazy because they poison themselves to poison us. Like they sound like they do need to be in like the Arkham Asylum and shit. Like these niggas be sound like straight villains. Even what's his name, Billy Boy Gates. Like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but people on social media just view me as this villain. It's like you are a villain. That nigga said that's why he turned his comments. He turned his comments off.
He turned his comments off. Hell yeah.
Because he got
And on
hundreds of
YouTube.
thousands of people in the comments basically saying, you murder, you this, you that. Hundreds of thousands of comments under like one post. It'd be hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world going at him in different languages. Like, that's insane. I ain't never see a profile where a person get cursed out in all the languages on the planet. Like, damn, he must have been just doing dirt all around the planet for everybody to be mad at him like this. So he had to turn his comments off. And I don't know why on social media that everybody think that I'm some type of super villain.
Yo, come shop with us at Night and Day Herbals. And when you come on, if you just come into the site, just pop up, subscribe, you get $5 off on top of the 15% off too. So you could use the ND Herbals 2025 discount code, but you
Let's
can get
get
extra. You can get an extra $5 off if you just join the email list. Because we sent discounts out to the email list, and we sent educational stuff out to the email list as well. So make sure y'all open your email list up or check your spam.
Hold on, don't forget now. They also get a discount, like birthday discounts, when you put your information in.
Right.
You get a special, discount code for your birthday.
So we got the super greens over here, alkaline super greens. We got the Zeolite, of course, and we got the detox drinks on here too, brother Artico. The 3-liter detox drinks on here. We got 3 different flavors on here. We got the Blue Lotus herbal blend. You can use that for tea, or you can smoke it. You know what I mean? For y'all that deal with anxiety and stress and all that. Yeah, we got, of course, the pain balm sold out. Got the lotion, soaps and lotions with the CBD infused for your skin. Got the healing wound.
Facts.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. We definitely appreciate y'all been shopping with us, man. We definitely been getting y'all orders out for sure.
Hair and body section, we got soaps and body oils, of course. We got our Night and Day body balm that we make ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Got all the good soaps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got all the good soaps for eczema.
Very, very good for your skin, man.
Right. Y'all see, we got that good old rosewood on here.
Oh man, y'all definitely gotta cop some of that.
And it smells good.
This hair is the best product. This hair is the best product.
Made with fresh rose petals and all that. Yep.
Facts.
Yep. So
that's real good for your. That's real good for your skin and hair, man. It's a good mist for your skin and hair. Yep. Hey, you out there glowing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come get that 9-day good old rose water too. Yeah.
You gonna have that glow. Niggas gonna think you Bruce Leroy. You gonna have that glow.
Got that glow. Of course, we got all the soaps and all the hair. We got the the hair conditioners and shampoos. Use rosemary and hemp seed. You know what I'm saying? For the hair growth shampoos and the conditioners. Yeah,
y'all gotta get filters for y'all shower too, man. Cause like we told you, that water. Right. This stuff works as best when you use filtered shower water.
Right. Gotta put shower filters on your shower heads, man.
You won't even believe how amazing your skin is going to feel and look. You tell it. You can tell the difference immediately.
Right. Got the CBD smokes on here as well.
This is also chemical free.
All natural.
Our CBD is grown on a small Amish farm. They don't use any synthetic chemicals or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's grown And the sunlight is not even grown under the synthetic lights. It's grown, you know what I mean, as most natural way as possible. That's why our shit don't give people headaches and none of that. You never hear, them gas station Johns. See, those the shit niggas be getting. They be CBD ain't good. That's because you only got it from a gas station. You gotta get it from people who grow it correctly and know when to harvest it and how to harvest it, and not trying to cut their product with a bunch of bullshit. Because that's another thing that they do. They cut their product with a bunch of fillers. We don't have no fillers. We use all natural herbs, and our herbal blends is organic. So yeah, man, that's shit. So yeah, that's why we've been 6 years into this?
Yep.
6 years into this, 5 stars on Google. You know what I'm saying? Cause we about quality. We put quality ahead of everything else.
The vapes on here too, so
that's how you gotta do it. Cause then it actually
okay.
works. When it's quality, it actually works.
Facts. Yeah, come shop with us, get that 15% off. Join the email list, get the $5 extra $5 off. So yep.
Yeah,
man.
Nightanddaynetwork.com, yo. Check us out. We ship out in a timely fashion. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we shipped a bunch of y'all orders out. You know what I mean? We've been shipping orders out all week, so a lot of y'all about to get y'all orders. We've been shipping a whole bunch of orders out. Since this week started, we've been shipping orders out. I mean, every day. So y'all definitely should be getting y'all packages. Some of y'all should have already got y'all packages. You know what I'm saying? And remember, y'all is 15% off right now. So take advantage of that. Take advantage, man. The Lord put this here for me and you. Take advantage, man. Take advantage.
Make sure y'all come follow us on Instagram too. And we had 62,000. We had 62,000 followers. Shit, we gained like 30,000 followers in like a month. And we don't buy no motherfucking followers neither, because you don't get shit off buying subscribers and followers. You don't get shit off of that.
Yeah, none of it. Yeah, all of our shit is organic.
You got to grow your shit organically. You got to know how to work that algorithm.
It takes longer. It
takes longer, but if you know how to, you know what I mean? If you know how to work the algorithm and you know how to capitalize off the algorithm, then
well, we ain't got a choice but to grow our shit organically, because we sponsor our own shit.
We sponsor our own shit, right?
We can't. We gonna lie to ourselves about how many followers we get to get sponsored deals? That'd be retarded.
We sponsor our own shit, man.
Yeah, we sponsor our own shit, so we gotta have organic traffic.
Facts.
The hell?
So come over here and follow us on the @Night&Day_network. You know what I'm saying? Come over here and follow us over here on @Night&Day_network on IG. Yeah. What else you got going on?
Yeah, man. And they supposed to be we on TikTok too, but they supposed to be taking TikTok away, ain't they? They about to shut TikTok down for the US. You are not allowed to use this app. Niggas gonna still be getting on there with a VPN.
Yeah, they say
gonna end up on China's algorithm.
They said it's a crime. They said it's gonna be a crime to use a VPN and try to get back on TikTok.
Yeah, but how they gonna catch everybody using a VPN though? Get out of here. They ain't catching everybody using no damn VPN to get on those TikTok.
They damn sure ain't.
Who the hell gonna be sitting there trying to look for all that?
Yeah. They'll come follow us on Night and Day True Crimes channel too. Putting content out over here. So come through, check us out over here.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
All the we on everything, man. Rumble. You check us out on there. If any of y'all on Rumble, Night and Day Network on there.
Yeah, come check us out. You know what I mean? And on that note, man, shit.
We definitely thank y'all for for coming through. Make sure y'all smash that like button on the way out if y'all haven't. You know what I mean? Share this if y'all want. Definitely some vital information that we dropped in here. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I think that's all niggas got to say.
Negro, that's all you had to say. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Shit, niggas, we out of here. Peace.
Peace. Nigga said peace. All right, y'all. We gonna catch y'all on the next live stream. All right.
Do you have
Peace
neurological pain, chest pain, heart palpitations, headaches, brain fog, anxiety, insomnia, fatigue, and abdominal discomfort? With all the environmental disasters and contaminants plaguing our land, water, air, and food, we need something to counteract all the pollution that is making us sick. This is where Zeolite comes to the rescue. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels. Lower the risk of risks like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days. Purchase now at nightanddaynetwork.com and haven't been evaluated by the FDA. We do not claim our product cure or treat any ailments. Please consult with your medical health care provider to see if ZeoAid will be right for you.